First one is Pixar.
All right.
All right.
You out there, Dave?
So we got The Incredibles, Toy Story, Finding Nemo, and Monsters, Inc. One Gotta Go.
Let me say, I'm going. Can I start this one out?
Sure.
Get rid of Toy Story.
We know.
Get rid of Toy Story.
We know you hate
it's
Toy
gotta
Story.
go. Boom, right there. Faded Jack. We out of day already.
I ain't gonna lie.
Toy Story gotta go.
I'll probably agree.
Come on now. What's that? What you got? What one you got?
I know for a fact Incredibles and Monsters, Inc. have to stay.
Finding Nemo gotta stay. What do you mean?
Does Finding Nemo gotta stay?
Yes.
I think so. I mean, yeah, it was like only one movie. It's not like
No, hold on. No. It was 2.
Nobody watched Finding Dory.
Finding Nemo is a classic.
Well,
Toy Story gotta go.
I think I got more enjoyment out of Finding Nemo than
We got another,
I
we got another
definitely-
Toy Story.
I laughed more at Finding Nemo than I did at Toy Story. Some of the Toy Story jokes I didn't get until I got older.
They were adult jokes. Just like in the first one, when you went to Sid's house, you saw that Barbie doll with a fishing. It was a hooker.
That's what I say. A lot of
It
those
was
jokes went over
adult
my head as a
jokes.
child. Finding Nemo, they didn't. So I may, in a strange turn of events, I may agree with Tori,
Oh.
Wow.
and I may have
look
to
at that.
say
Hold
Toy
on.
Story.
We
go.
starting the day off just right.
Also, the soundtrack is Buns.
Of what?
Toy Story.
Oh, you're not.
Oh, you got a friend in me?
Nah,
Newman?
keep that country old.
You serious?
That one it.
You got a friend in me?
Nah.
I mean, look, I don't think it's
Strange,
any.
strange things is happening to me?
Nah, keep that.
Finding Nemo was way better.
No. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, Finding Nemo had like
better.
somewhere
Here's why
beyond
I'm
the
saying
sea.
Finding Nemo
Yeah.
has to go. Because,
What?
Yes, here's why. And y'all already have actually proven my point to why.
What you got to say?
Okay, here's why. We all know about Toy Story 1 and 2. Joe, you didn't even know about the Finding Nemo sequel, and you said it was trash. Toy Story 1 and 2 are actually good.
But the first Finding Nemo was so good, we didn't even need a sequel.
Yeah, I don't know
made-
why they
but
made that.
But they still made it, so the overall franchise has to be brought down versus
No.
Toy Story 1 and 2. Oh my
We don't
God.
got Finding Nemo and Finding Dory up here. It's just Finding Nemo, so we're only taking
Nemo
Finding
wasn't
Nemo
even
into consideration.
Nemo wasn't even in Finding Dory.
What? Are you sure about that?
I don't think so.
This is crazy. Toy
Nah.
Story is a classic. Toy
It's-
Story is
Shark
it's
Bait.
fine.
Ooh ha ha.
Exactly.
Wait, are y'all
you
aware-
remember when she was called when Dory was calling the whale? We need. Come on, man. No, I don't even need to do the whole line. You already know.
That was pure comedy.
Wait, but Toy Story 1 is like the #1. That started the Pixar movement.
Good for them.
That's
Yeah,
fine. That's fine. It's old news.
That was
now.
in the past.
Yeah.
It's old news.
This is insane. Y'all are really
Toy
about to-
Story is Woody. Finding Nemo is Buzz Lightyear.
Fading Jack is proving our point, dropping these quotes. Fish are friends, not food. Come on.
Exactly.
We was all quoting that.
I could drop Monsters, Inc., honestly.
What?
It's
Nah.
Okay, see, now you really hate.
Nah.
Over Toy Story?
We gonna put respect
Yeah.
on Mike
No.
Wazowski's name.
Toy Story is literally goated. It's
Nah, not when you put it in the
Where-
same
I'm
sentence.
sorry. I
Frozen.
quote all of those movies more than I quote Toy Story. What do you quote from
And
Toy
that says
Story?
a lot.
I can't remember.
Name one
Toy
quote
Story.
from Toy Story.
Right now. Quote it.
y'all putting pressure on me. Okay.
That's not pressure.
No, because
No,
we can
you
think
can't
of
do it.
we go to Incredibles. Honey, where's my super suit?
Exactly.
Finding Nemo. What is that? Fish bait or shark bait? Ooh ha ha.
Cultural relevance.
Monsters Inc. Celia Willia. Come on, man.
Oh man.
Come on, man.
No capes.
He picked me up like
Okay.
he picked me up with his powers and shook me like a dog. Come on, man. He was talking
okay.
about Jack
What
Jack.
iconic lines does Toy Story have? You are a toy. And it's like
That was it.
No shit.
All right.
Yeah.
That is it.
I'm gonna let y'all vote Toy Story off, but I promise y'all, when we upload this for clips and everything later, it will
Whatever.
be
They're
on my
gonna agree
side.
with
No,
us.
they
No, they will
not.
not.
They're gonna agree
And-
with us.
So chat, they are voting off Toy Story.
Toy
Toy
Story.
Story.
Bye.
Toy Story is off of the island.
Yes, Nick Fury is Frozone. Yeah, like come on.
Look, the competition is just stacked. That's all it is. Look, if
Yeah.
you put Shark Tale up there or something, then we'd have a different conversation. But
Shark Tale's DreamWorks, right?
something like that. I don't
Okay.
know. I don't give a
Ooh,
fuck.
we should have DreamWorks.
It was
category.
still a good movie, but it had to go.
Yeah,
back.
dump Woody.
I can't believe this.
Don't-
Bye, Woody.
Bye.
Bye, Woody.
Okay.
See you later.
This is
Gotta
insane.
go.
All
See
right.
See you later.
I can't believe this.
Next up.
Next, Disney movies.
All right, let's.
I
see.
still we should have put
put a little bit higher?
We should have put Goofy movie on there, but I'm gonna let y'all have it.
All right, so for Disney movies, we've got Aladdin, Lion King 1, right? Mm-hmm. Tarzan,
It's a
and The
tough
Little
one.
Mermaid.
It's a tough one, but
One
I'm
gotta
gonna have
go.
to get rid of The Little Mermaid. I don't want to, but it's got to be done.
Whoa, hold on. Fading Jack said Lion King. Hold on.
Nah.
What?
Listen.
Lion King ain't going nowhere.
Lion King got to stay just off the strength of
music.
Jason Weaver alone. That man carried young Simba.
I do love. Was it Gary Oldman that was the voice of Scar?
No.
Oh no! Wait.
Jeremy Irons.
Jeremy
No,
Irons.
he did switch
Yeah.
out. They did switch out. It was a different. I think Jeremy did the singing.
Yeah.
And then the other one, like they both did.
No,
Scar,
I don't
but
think
one of
Gary
them did the
Oldman was
singing.
in Lion King.
Yeah.
I think
I've
one
got
of them
it
did
wrong.
the singing, and the other one did the voice acting.
Either way, I'm
Gary
pretty sure it was
Oldman?
Jeremy
Nah.
Irons. Whoever
I'm
killed that,
fact-checking that.
Be Prepared song.
No, I
That's
remember.
wrong.
I remember one of
No, Be Prepared. That song is hard.
Yeah.
That's the best.
Little Mermaid gotta go. Only song I know I like from Little Mermaid was when she was talking about the thingamabobs.
Look, for me,
Hold on. What about Under the Sea?
You know, it's a little outplayed.
It's
It's,
all
a little
right.
overplayed. We good on that, but
Yeah, it was Jeremy Irons.
Tarzan. Well, one of them.
He did the singing too because it wasn't like he was singing. It was just like
Tarzan I thought was just overall a pretty good movie.
It was.
yeah, Tarzan can go.
Tarzan better than Little Mermaid.
Bye.
Wait. Tarzan's not going nowhere.
Tarzan can
Tarzan.
go.
No. Tarzan is.
I'm about to tell y'all something.
When they
I
was
have
playing-
never seen Tarzan.
Then you
That's
can't-
your problem
yeah,
right there.
You can't speak
That's your
on it.
it never drew me. Like I gave it a 5-minute test when I was little.
5 minutes.
It wasn't enough.
I'm not.
We're
trying
watching
to hear
Tarzan
that.
tonight.
So we found, what was he, like a little baby running around with the monkeys and the monkeys took him in?
I don't want to spoil it.
No, I mean that's the
Spoil
beginning
it.
of the
Who
movie.
cares?
I don't want to spoil
Tarzan.
it.
It's an old movie. Go ahead.
Hey, all I'm saying is the homie Fading Jack changed his mind
And change it to what?
to Little Mermaid.
Little
Actually,
Mermaid
hold
gotta
on.
go.
You know what? Tarzan does have a fire soundtrack. I may not know a lot about the movie, but Phil Collins put his foot all the way up to his knee
Don't play with
into
Phil Collins.
that
Don't play with Phil
into that
Collins.
soundtrack. So all I know about Tarzan really is the music. Strangers Like Me, that's a bop.
Do you like Phil Collins?
I love Phil Collins.
Do you like Huey Lewis in the
So what are we voting off?
Little Mermaid gotta go.
Yeah, get that
Listen,
shit.
I
Yeah.
am 2 for 2 right now.
I gotta say, as a feminist, I don't love the fact.
There's women in Tarzan, there's women in Aladdin, and there's women in The Lion King.
All right. Well, we'll take off Little Mermaid.
Little
Sure.
Mermaid gotta
Yeah,
go.
and also she was a bad example for young girls. Because
First
remember,
of
she
all-
was like a 16-year-old who fell in love with a grown man.
Grown man.
And disobeyed her
She
father.
sold her soul for some legs.
Yeah, see.
Come
nah.
on now.
She might have to go because she's a negative influence on the young
She was
women.
like, "Hey, listen, you can whatever you need from me. Give me some legs for a few minutes.
Yeah,
Out of here.
This is
you
crazy.
gotta go.
Like you 2 for 2.
Get
baby?
outta here.
You doing all right over there?
Hey, we can keep.
Say
All
Dave.
right.
Go ahead.
We got live Disney adaptations
Let's talk about it.
of shows.
Live action Disney shows. Okay.
Live action Disney shows.
This one I think is a little bit easier.
This one's easy. Even
let me see.
Stevens.
No.
Even Stevens can go on somewhere.
No.
Nah. That one's gone. Because listen, we can't get rid of That's So Raven. She was just comedy, physical comedy.
Raven's Home
delivery.
was underwhelming.
No,
Amazing.
Raven's got to stay.
Wait, what's
That's-
underwhelming, Tori?
Raven's Home.
Oh well, that's not even in consideration. so.
What about Lizzie McGuire?
Lizzie McGuire, listen,
Love.
Hillary Duff, that's my babe.
That's what you know about Hillary Duff?
Stop playing with me.
Don't play with me.
I knew Hillary Duff before you knew
Nah,
Hillary Duff.
you have her self-titled album?
What?
Her opening song "Fly" ends with, and the last song "17"
I had
ends with "Someone's
everything.
watching
I
over
had
me."
a chance to
Nah.
meet her, and I didn't get to meet her.
Why not?
We would have been married
love-
right now if I
Nah,
did.
Lizzie didn't want you. Hillary didn't want you.
That's crazy.
What story is this? Can you tell the story about you almost met Hillary but didn't?
I want to hear this.
She was at Disney World, and it was a time where I could have went, and I didn't go because I went to Universal Studios.
Nah, Hillary Duff ain't going nowhere.
And if you did, whole different timeline, huh?
All right.
That I was supposed to.
This
do
is
that.
Cap.
What
It
about
was supposed to.
what about the fact that even Stevens gave us Shia LaBeouf?
yeah,
And they gave us Bean.
yeah, all of them can go.
Okay.
Even Stevens was not funny. That I was straight face gang watching Even Stevens. No,
This one's tough for me because, I mean, of course, That's a Raven. I think I watched Even Stevens a little bit. I was never really much of a Disney Channel watcher, so.
I was Cartoon Network all day.
Oh, hell yeah. Goated. Believe me. Either Sweet Life or Lizzie McGuire, I can take her. I can leave either one of those.
no. Okay,
I love Lizzie, but
Wait, okay.
I'd have to get. I love Hillary Duff, but I would have to get rid of Lizzie McGuire.
oh, She did so
Oh,
much
we got
for
some
us.
cheers. Appreciate the bits, Faded Jack.
Thank you
And
so
Jack,
much.
appreciate it. Thank
That
you.
was like one of the
Notice
few
how I cheered
shows.
as soon as it got to my point. So
That was one of the few shows where they like perfectly incorporated animation into live action. It was so good.
Okay, I have a question. That's So Raven, we agree, stays.
Oh, not touch it.
That's so Raven and
No
Sweet
question. Why
Life
you
can't
even
gotta
ask that, bro?
stay.
Sweet Life?
Sweet Life was so good.
I don't remember.
Those boys
Sweet
were
Life,
hilarious.
yeah.
Mr. Mosby,
Who the fuck is
London, the
Mr.
Prindle.
Actually, Mr. Mosby started on the Wayans. He was on the Wayans Brothers show before
that's
he
a
got to
show.
the Sweet Life.
Listen, to this day, I still call the thing in the car the Prindle because of the Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
I remember that part. Can't
I
lie.
love that's so iconic, so classic. Yeah, sorry. Even Stevens can go.
All right. Even Stevens can go.
Wait a minute, I thought we was doing Lizzie McGuire.
No, we not. We gonna do Even Stevens.
Wait, I thought you want Liz McGuire to stay. That's your girl, you
I
said.
do love. I said I do love, but I liked even.
I did too, but
Stevens
according to
was
y'all,
dumb.
it was not. It was funny. He had great comedic timing.
It was very boy humor. I feel like Even Stevens was definitely for the boys. It was not for the girls. It was very much boy humor.
All right, even Stevens out of here.
Even Stevens is out of here.
Yes.
This is crazy.
All right, so we got action adventure movies.
All right,
Well, movie actors.
all right, let's get it.
Action.
from
I'm
the
sorry,
games.
my bad. Action adventure games. My bad.
Characters. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, games. We're doing games, right? This is games or characters?
I mean, they're represented by their characters. I mean, we can just say the whole game. That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so starting with we got Devil May Cry.
Devil May Cry.
Then
God
we
of
got-
War,
God of War.
Bayonetta,
Bayonetta.
and Ninja Gaiden.
I would get rid of Ninja Gaiden
Oh, why?
off rips
Why? Explain yourself.
because Dante. Come on, man. That man's
Okay, yeah,
everywhere.
Dante's got to stay.
Kratos. Who's whooping Kratos? And Bayonetta. Come on, man.
Bayonetta was smoke crazy.
Bayonetta does something for everybody.
That's your girl,
And,
Asia.
and Ninja Gaiden, I mean, if it was never on that list, you wouldn't even be brought up.
I have much more of an attachment with the other three, so I'm gonna go ahead and let go of God of War.
God of War. Listen, I've never played any of the early God of War games, but I played the one that hit PlayStation, like the first of the new generation
Right.
God of War games, and it was nice. It was frustrating fighting some of them bosses when they would spam, but.
First off, you over here talking.
But
Over here talking on
even though
Ninja Gaiden.
even though I didn't play the early God of War games, the voice actor was Kyle from Living Single, and I was a huge fan of him. And he was also in Final Destination, one of those. So I was a fan of his. So like I can't get rid of him just off the strength of that.
Here's another point that I'll take away from God of War. Kratos is a dumbass. He's a complete dumbass. He's like the welfare queen of action adventure, games. Where it's like as soon as he's in some trouble, he'll be like, Ares, save my life, and my life is destroy my enemies. Gets handed out some powers and kills his enemy from Uncle Sugar. Then he turns his back on the God of War, gets made the new God of War, and he's like, I owe the gods nothing. And then when the gods are like, all right, bet, kill him, send him to hell. Of course, he fights his way off, kills some more gods. And then, they're like, okay, here, you want to kill Zeus. Let me give you this super awesome God-killing sword. Kill Zeus. And they're like, hey, can I have that sword back? I owe the gods nothing. And like, he's a bad friend.
I mean, isn't that kind of like what happens in anime when the character's not strong enough?
Yeah,
they go to shape. Dragon Ball Z, Vegeta did that when he took the Majin symbol for extra strength. Sasuke did it when he ran off with Orochimaru for extra strength. I mean, they all did the same thing. It's just
But
Kratos.
Vegeta redeemed it. What did this dude do?
He
Have a
redeemed,
kid?
He redeemed himself.
Anybody with a dick can make a baby.
He
It takes a
redeemed-
real man to raise
He
one.
did. You got to beat the game to see it.
Vegeta gave his life for his son, his wife, and yes, even you.
After he
Kakarot.
tried to kill his baby mama before he had a son.
See, you over here worrying about small detail. Now, let's look at the big picture,
I
all right?
almost
Yeah, which one
murdered.
is going? I'm lost.
I almost murdered her, but yeah, now we have a kid together.
I bet you $10 ain't no moment in any God of War game ever lived up to Trunks. You are my only son, yet I haven't held you once since you were a baby, have I?
Yeah,
Come
God of
here,
War.
son.
I feel like Ninja Gaiden.
You said Ninja Gaiden can go?
Ninja Gaiden's gotta go.
Thanks so
right.
much for sharing the stream. Derek Mason O'Ken. Unfortunately, he couldn't be here with us on the show, but of course, he got plenty of Mason O'Ken last night when we did the PlayStation, reaction. But thank you.
I'm gonna
follow suit. Share the stream with all your friends.
I'm gonna say that between the 4 games, it does feel like out of the 4 that if I was gonna rank them as far as just, I'm sorry, but impact, it feels like Ninja Gaiden might take that 4th spot. I feel like Kratos is, that's a PlayStation staple.
True, but I'll say this too. When it comes to ones that really set the tone for the genre,
Yeah.
I feel like all 3 of those have had more impact than God of War.
I don't think so.
I mean, God of War has followed in the footsteps. But Devil May Cry, Bayonetta, Ninja Gaiden, they were influential.
Yeah, but God of War took it
It's
these
popular,
games won awards.
sure.
But God of War's been around for a while though.
So has literally all of these other ones. I mean, Bayonetta is relatively new, but Bayonetta's goated, so it's got to stay on the list. So
I don't know. I feel like most people pick God of War over Ninja Gaiden any day.
well, those people don't know any better. Those are the types of people that would buy like an Xbox or something.
But it's on PlayStation.
Now, why are the Xbox people catching
Don't worry
strays?
about details again,
What-
bro. I'm gonna need
what
you
it-
to chill
Now, why are Xbox people catching strays?
because they always.
That was uncalled for.
Yeah, of course it was, but they can't do shit. They ain't got no games.
Fading Jack says God of War gotta go. So
Hey, look, are you gonna argue with Fading Jack?
I'm gonna have to
Didn't
argue.
think
I'll
so.
argue with
Next
everybody.
category.
Ninja Gaiden's gotta go.
Look.
So who are we getting rid of?
We can get rid of Ninja Gaiden.
Look,
I don't.
watch.
I don't.
As soon as Ninja Gaiden 4 drops, y'all gonna be singing a different tune. Watch.
Then
hold
what
on,
it-
that is a good point. Ninja Gaiden is actually the only one on this list that has a new game confirmed coming out.
Ooh.
besides this
There's
show.
no-
Nothing on Bayonetta?
There's no new.
I mean, they just got a new game.
You
It's
you
gonna
don't
be
know
a
anything? I thought you knew. I thought you were hip to Bayonetta.
I know that's what I said. There's nothing new coming out with Bayonetta.
Not since that last game
That's
that you
just-
bought, is it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I thought you knew about Bayonetta.
I do. I got bamboozled into buying a game that I thought was a sequel to Animal Crossing.
Okay. Out of context, I'm sure that sounds.
All right, we got a redeem stretch, y'all.
All
This
right.
is what I've been trying. It didn't go away.
Oh well.
All right, got a stretch. Thank you, Fading Jack.
Ooh.
Damn. The mic caught that.
Oh my goodness.
I heard a pop.
You could hear that?
Yeah, bro, that was loud as shit.
Get that look. You should get that looked at.
I heard a tendon pop.
Tendon is crazy. All right, what's our next category?
All right, we got video game icons.
Oh.
All right, so we got Mario, Sonic, Mega Man, and Crash.
Mega Man gotta go.
Yeah, that can go.
Mega Man gotta go.
Why?
Sonic gotta go.
What?
Sonic. Listen, even with the movies, Sonic. Just because of Sonic is now Keanu Reeves' highest grossing movie ever. It beat John Wick, Speed, all of his other movies. Now he is in the category with Sonic when it comes to highest grossing movies.
But when you were talking about Sonic games, Sonic games have had some more misses than hits, if you ask me.
But
I never had any issue with any Sonic
But he has
game.
been everything. They got Sonic
Which
in
ones have you
tennis.
I played the ones on my Sega
Genesis.
Genesis.
Which ones have you played that came out after that?
I had it on Game
Oh.
Gear.
Good question.
Well,
Okay, but Joe, I feel like Mega Man is almost like, is it even a?
The last thing I
what was
saw
the last Mega Man game?
The last thing I
Does
saw
Capcom
Mega Man.
even support Mega Man?
Last thing I saw Mega Man in was in Dead Rising 3.
Yeah, he's more of a. I mean, he was in Smash. The most relevant thing Mega Man has done recently was the Smash Bros.
That
appearance.
is true.
you could also argue.
But
Yeah, here you
Sonic was
go.
in there too.
yeah,
Sonic has his own game.
Yeah.
Sonic almost needed to be in Brawl in order to make a comeback.
But Sonic, the new Sonic,
And even then, it kind of didn't really make a comeback.
Sonic Generations is great though.
Sonic soundtrack. Sonic
Cool. It's a great-
soundtrack.
What do you mean? It's really
It's
good.
cool. It's just more of classic Sonic. You know, it's all right. You know.
Mega Man is in the back of the bus on this.
Riz just says we just got Sonic Heroes and Sonic Adventure 2. Those are classics. So I'm saying Sonic can't. We can't take off Sonic.
I think Sonic
I
is
think honestly,
overrated.
I think Crash might be on the chop.
Crash is
no.
way better. Crash is way better than
Not Crash.
than
no.
Mega Man.
What has Crash done?
I mean,
Enough.
It was like the PlayStation mascot.
Yeah, for what?
the entire
PS1,
generation.
PS2.
yeah. And
Okay,
and
we on the PS5 now. I mean, is that what's it done since? Crash Racing? It copied Mario Kart? Okay.
I mean, but what did
Crash
Mario?
Insane Trilogy.
When was that?
Not too long ago.
Mega Man, he had a show for a little bit. That was cool.
Hey, look, all I'm saying is if Sega was smart, they would just do what every other person has already done and just make the Yakuza series your Sega mascot, because those games are far more consistent and better in every way. So leave the little blue mouse out of the picture, get him out of there, and just
He's a hedgehog.
whatever the fuck.
Yeah, that's
he is.
disrespectful.
Oh
And first
my
of all,
gosh.
you can't disrespect Jaleel White like that too.
Who?
That is crazy.
That's disrespectful.
The original
I know
voice
who-
actor for
Steve
Sonic.
Urkel. I know who he is. Anyway,
Wait, so Joe, why are you saying Sonic and not Mega Man or Crash?
Mega Man's got it.
Like, I want to know Joe's reasoning for choosing Sonic over Mega Man or
I
Crash.
mostly
know.
just think that Sonic is overrated at this point.
Like the games?
You know what, Joe? You're suffering from haterism again because
Probably.
you have not seen the movies. And if you would have saw the movies, this may change your
y'all-
attitude.
Oh, so the movies are what's keeping the franchise alive. What about the games? Isn't
Sonic
Sonic a
Generations.
video game?
Sonic Generations and the new one with Shadow was
Again.
good.
It's just more going backwards. So I played the original Sonic Generations.
Yeah, it got
was
great.
cool.
It was cool. It was
The
great.
final boss on console was trash.
What about the music?
Come on,
I mean,
music.
it's,
Let's
look,
talk about the.
You could say that about literally any
Not-
Sega game. Sega, if there's any saving grace to whatever Sega game it is, doesn't matter, is that the music will always be good. Same goes for like Platinum games. That's a duh statement.
Okay, but if we still give him credit for that, there's Sonic is classic. I mean, Crush 40.
Yeah.
Live and learn.
Yeah.
Like,
Sonic 06. Yeah. I rest my case. So go ahead and take Sonic off the list. That's like damn near destroyed the entire game industry
Nah.
with one game.
Blue Boy.
Mega Man, he's just been chilling here. He's
Mega Man can go.
You see where his hand placement is? This man is holding the wall, the
see,
back wall. That
Mega
he's
Man
in the back of the
doesn't
line.
need to boast. He's just playing it nice.
yo, what
and
Mega Man
subtle.
games do you like?
I don't even really play Mega Man like that.
Oh, Tori. No, we gotta take him.
Mega Man.
Wait a second.
Mega Man, you're
You
out
just
of here.
gave us a vote almost. I feel like if you didn't even play the. I mean,
All right.
I'll let you have that one, but
Okay.
you're gonna have to admit one day that go back and play some older Sonic games.
you're right.
You'll
Like
see.
Sonic 06, Sonic
Black Knight.
Sonic Unleashed.
Yep.
These are not good Sonic.
Sonic
games.
Riders.
That was
Especially Sonic Free Riders on the Kinect.
Remember the Sonic one? Remember the Sonic game that was on Dreamcast? That was Sonic. That was,
which
that
one?
was
Sonic
amazing.
Shuffle.
No, Adventure.
Oh, yeah, that was classic. Yeah, 1 and 2.
Running away from the whale.
Yeah. Oh,
Sonic
yeah.
Killer
3D
Whale?
Blast.
Yeah.
And then I remember when I used to go to Chuck E. Cheese back in the day, they had that Sonic fighting game.
Sonic,
Sonic
does
Fighter.
have some bad
Yeah.
games.
Actually, I do
though,
kinda like that
but-
game.
Yeah.
I could never beat the last person, and I would waste all my tokens. Next, we have live Nickelodeon shows.
All right, what we got?
Boom.
All right.
Whoo, let's have a real conversation.
Amanda's
now.
show can go.
Okay. You tripping?
All right, let's talk
Drake
about our
and Josh.
options.
Yeah, let's go through one by one. What
We got all that.
Gotta stay.
We've got Keenan and Kel.
Those
Hell, gotta
first of
stay.
all,
We've
first,
got Drake and Josh, and then the Amanda show.
Yeah, just get rid of Drake and Josh.
Listen,
No, we will not
I
get rid of Drake and Josh.
gotta get rid of the Amanda show.
Y'all gotta say why. Y'all
Yeah,
gotta back
we
it
can't
up.
just-
Somebody
yeah.
I really
bring
don't
some-
want to say why.
Look, out of the four,
Just because,
these three, all that, Keenan and Kel and Amanda show, those made childhoods for people that watch Nickelodeon.
Pimp Boy says goodbye, Drake and Josh.
Thank
What
you,
is
Pimp
with
Boy.
all the Drake and Josh hate?
Listen,
though?
listen,
They
all
were
the-
hilarious. Their
all
chemistry.
all the drama that
We're not getting into that part.
Yeah, we're not
This
getting
is
into that. We're talking about
just the
nostalgia.
shows.
We can talk about
Drake-
that.
Tuning in
Ain't
on
no
Saturdays
moment
before.
from Drake and Josh more iconic than Hillbilly Moments or Totally Kyle.
You're literally naming Drake.
Or
he was
any
really,
episode.
He literally did those.
or-
How did you not
exactly,
like Drake
he
and
should have
Josh?
stayed over there.
Oh
What does
my
he need his own
God.
show for? That's an L for
Afro
Dan
Sage
Schneider.
says-
on top of the other L's for Dan
Drake
Schneider.
and Josh is fire.
Yes.
Who said that?
Thank you, Afro Sage. I'm trying to get them. I don't understand why the Drake and Josh slander.
I feel like the placement is where it should be. Amanda show out of here.
No, I don't. I'm not
Drake
Oh,
and
sure.
Josh.
whoa. First time chat. We got a Dex Live TV
All that
says
can go.
all that
yeah,
gotta go.
Yeah, I'm gonna time you out for about 20 minutes.
Okay, yeah.
Saying all that gotta go. What?
Appreciate you pulling
I
up.
was kind of considering that. What did all that have?
Are
like,
you serious? All that started so many careers.
Okay, no.
And then the musical.
What were their most popular sketches? That's what I want to know. Like what?
They made-
I can't think of anything.
First they had
Good Burger.
Repairman, man. They
Good
had
Burger.
Super Dude, Good Burger. They had Big Ear Boy. They had what was it? What was
Vital information for your everyday life.
Yeah, Pierre Escargot.
Yeah, all that can go.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
you a hater.
You didn't
See,
watch
you
that.
can't.
You didn't watch any of that.
No, because you just named all those and like nothing is coming to me. And I watched all that, and it's just Keenan and Kel, Drake
That's
and Josh,
insane.
and the Amanda Show
That
left
is insane.
a longer impression.
Lori Beth Denberg, Amanda started on all that. Like, there's so many people that started on all that.
Okay, I have a question. Are the two that we're trying to just get rid of, Amanda or Drake and Josh, is that the two that y'all trying to get rid of?
I'm throwing all that.
Oh, you want all that at it?
I think all that can
Oh, that
go.
was like the teenage SNL.
Yeah.
It was.
So was the Amanda Show.
No, it
Yeah,
wasn't.
no, she's right, she's right.
I mean,
No,
Yes, it was. What do you mean? She literally came out and hosted.
The Amanda Show took the formula from all that, and they just changed it from predominantly black people to predominantly white
But
people.
you're
It's the
still,
same thing.
but you're still admitting that it was a sketch show like SNL. That's all I'm saying.
If I'm going to
I don't
compare,
care that they
if I'm
copied
gonna
it from all
compare
that.
the
It
two,
is different though.
all
because,
that
put it
is
this
Living
way.
Single. The Amanda Show is Friends. Friends stole the formula
No,
from
no,
Living
here-
Single,
no, no.
and they made a show with it.
Here's
like,
the more
that's the
accurate
same thing.
Here's the more accurate. All that you could say SNL, Amanda Show, Chappelle Show. Not in the same level of quality, but in terms of how you go about it.
Okay.
It's a sketch show centered around basically one person.
know about
As for all that, it's more around an entire cast. Keenan and Kel was just dope. And there's no question that stays on the list.
Yeah.
Fight me on that. Drake and Josh can go.
No, all that can go.
No way.
Yeah.
First of all, the musical guests on that, insane. Insane. All that, musical guests, no other show did that.
Nah, Quiet on Set definitely shed some very unfortunate things. About
And
it.
that all that is centered around this show right here.
But hold on, Dex is saying the only sketch that mattered was the Good Burger skit. Other than that, who cares?
I kind of feel that because the only thing I
don't.
remember from all that is the Good Burger sketch.
That's insane because I remember all of it.
just wasn't paying
Principal Baines, Pimpale. Anytime he get mad, his pimples start pulsating.
You know what?
Come on
The
now.
show was trifling. You're right.
Come on now.
You just
The
reminded me.
Amanda Show was trifling. What do you mean?
Yeah.
They centered around feet and stuff like that on the Amanda Show.
Okay, at that point, that's like
feet and pickles.
that's literally every Nickelodeon show.
Yeah, that
But
does
doesn't
not
narrow it
change
down.
anything. That was all Nickelodeon
No,
shows.
but they went heavy on the Amanda Show with that.
Tori, no, they didn't. They did it in Victorious. They did it in iCarly. Like the whole pickles and feet thing isn't over.
It started with the Amanda Show, and all those shows you just named came after the
it actually
Amanda
probably
Show.
started with all that at some point. But that again, Dan Schneider's crazy ass. We ain't gonna talk about him right now. Throw him in the trash.
Hold on,
If
Riz
there's-
also brought up a good point and says, don't forget that Drake and Josh also started iCarly.
Another
You gotta
banger.
give it credit.
Who the fuck is iCarly?
iCarly was another successful show.
But I told y'all that. I
can do without
told y'all
that.
that. It started with all that. It started with all that. Amanda was on all that. Keenan and Kel was on all that. After Amanda left the show, she did the Amanda Show, and then Drake and Josh jumped on the Amanda Show. After the Amanda Show, Drake and Josh got their own show, and then Miranda Cosgrove was on the Drake and Josh Show. And then after that, she started iCarly. They all stemmed from all that, came from all that. So there's no way all that could be on the list, because without all that, none of them would exist.
I agree. And I'm thinking that the
did K-Dot say?
spinoffs that came from all that were better than all that in itself. It's like, I'm glad Keenan and Kel went and got their own show. They did way better without the rest of the cast of all that. I can say the same thing about Drake and Josh off the Amanda Show. Like, all I'm saying, all that may have started all of this, but I think their spinoffs were better than what they were.
Asia, Drake and Josh can rig the game, but it can't fake influence.
All that
was.
of that, because without all
of
that
that.
sketch comedy that they were doing, do you think they would have had Amanda Show? They would not.
Asia, I have a question for you, Asia. Between Drake and Josh and Amanda Show, is there one that you are willing to let go of?
Drake and
I'll
Josh.
let go of the Amanda Show.
Okay.
Because Drake and Josh, I met Josh Peck. Okay, he is a lovely man.
When did you meet Josh Peck?
I met
the hell?
Josh Peck.
Lovely
Took a
man.
picture
Hold on.
with
What's
him,
all this
didn't
lovely man stuff?
Oh my gosh,
Didn't you take a picture with him?
I did.
What
I did.
picture?
Where is this? When did
It's
this
on my
happen?
Instagram.
I remember seeing it.
Yeah, I met Josh Peck. We were on the same flight to Indianapolis.
Then what?
He sat next to me. I
then-
was just like, oh shit. And then we took a picture, and then I let him be a celebrity. I let him relax.
You ain't going
He-
on planes by yourself no more. You over here.
What?
Nah, because you over here being thirsty over here.
Thirsty. I saw my favorite childhood star. You would have got a picture if you.
Nah, I'm just
sat
saying,
down next
I'm
to-
just waving. Hey, what's up? I'm not asking for no picture. You was begging for pictures?
I wasn't begging. I was just like, I'm like, I was a huge fan when I was little. Can I get a picture? He's like, absolutely. It was so sweet of him, too, because you could tell he didn't want to be bothered. But he sat next to me, so I had to bother him. I almost said, hug me, brother, but then I thought it would, like, make him move away.
You'd be like, can I get a different seat?
Yeah.
Fading Jack says Josh is a douche, though.
I disagree.
But here's the thing.
I would not be doing any Josh slander.
It depends on when you're dealing with him, because some people said the same thing about Tobey Maguire, but then I've seen other people say that no, he's not like that. He's like when they meet, it depends on like when the environment in which you meet people. Or
I don't care. He's hilarious on his show.
because like some of these people don't like being bothered in public, and then when you got a camera in your face and all that all the time, or people recording you, it'll make you feel some type of way.
I have a question for y'all. Okay.
Go for it.
Who has better chemistry, Kenan and Kel or Drake and Josh?
Oh, Kenan and Kel. The fuck?
Kenan and Kel.
Bro, get the...
Kenan and
They had
Kel.
Coolio on the intro.
Coolio.
A rap.
No,
Legend.
we talk about chemistry, like
I'm just saying,
how they
Kenan and
interacted.
Kel.
I don't care about Coolio.
That's still a point.
Kenan and Kel.
I don't know.
Drake and Josh did have good chemistry, though.
They had amazing chemistry.
They-
Well,
were
no, because remember Josh said that he was getting bullied by Drake for a while they were filming.
Hold on, but didn't
That tension drags down a performance.
Didn't Kenan like not
No.
mess with Kel for like
So
a
here's the
decade?
thing. No, here's the thing. So when Kenan and Kel left Kenan and Kel, they both auditioned for SNL. Like people kept on trying to put them together. Like, hey, y'all should do this together. So when they would go for auditions, people were expecting them to audition together, or they really want one or the other. And like if we auditioning, I can't make who I'm auditioning for accept you, even if they don't. Even if they're not looking for you, if they're not, so people kept doing that. So they figured, like, we've done this stuff when we were kids. We gotta, it's time for us to branch on and move out and do our own thing. And fans took that and was like, oh no, y'all can't. People can't accept when things aren't what they used to be, and that's what people wanted. They wanted Kenan and Kel to be Kenan and Kel their entire life.
Yeah, I
And it
know. I
don't
think
work
Drake
like
and
that.
Josh had better chemistry.
I doubt it.
All right, look, there's a couple of things that we can universally agree on here. One is that Kenan and Kel must stay.
Yes.
Two is that the biggest loser out of this list is Dan Schneider. Throw him in the trash.
They said,
But
they
Asia, you tripping on the Amanda show. You got to get rid of Drake and Josh.
They
Nah, I will get rid of the Amanda show. I will not get rid of Drake and Josh. No, absolutely not.
So drop the Amanda show.
Drop that one. Even though y'all know y'all should be
is
dropping all
insane.
that, but fine.
One gotta go.
That's crazy.
Amanda
that
gotta
during
go.
Black History
How?
Month, you talking about getting rid of all that.
We ain't even play.
That's
Bro,
crazy.
even you could argue the Amanda show had damn near it's just as iconic, if not more so, sketches than all that. That one's got to stay. And again, all that's influence is undenied. That made careers.
We got another drop.
What
the
did Drake
Amanda
and
show.
Josh do for the hood? It ain't
Fine.
do shit. So yeah,
Drop
Drake
the
and Josh
Amanda
gotta go.
show.
One
Y'all
of
wrong
these
on
is not
this.
like the other.
Y'all wrong on these.
Next,
Okay.
we are doing Nickelodeon shows.
Fading Jack says, I can see Dave and Joe on SNL. Thank you so much.
All right, I'm gonna let you know off rips. Rugrats can go. Rugrats can go.
Why?
Give a why.
I'm glad you asked, because this is what I got to say. Rugrats, let me tell you something. Where was CPS? Where was CPS? These kids is getting lost in Paris, lost in the mall, lost all around town. They only babysitters sleep 5 minutes after being left alone with them. Like, there's no way these kids should not be in different homes right now. Like, the parents don't care. How are you so busy? Half of them don't even be working really. They just be in the other room. Like, what? How bad is your situational awareness that you can't tell the kids ain't in the living room? Like, how are you letting hours and all this time go by and you ain't checking on them?
Your issue with Rugrats is that the parents were
They
irresponsible.
was lost in the forest, almost got ate by a wolf. And you mean to tell me that's cool? Like, nobody questioned that. Every time when they tearing up buildings in Paris, they had meccas in Paris.
Real
And
quick.
they come on, man.
Also, Black Rose Baron, Devon Gillis, I see you, bro. Thank you so much for liking the stream. Yeah, my personal opinion, this just isn't fair because Rugrats, sure, some people liked it. Hey Arnold, gotta stay. Avatar, and SpongeBob, come on. Rugrats gotta go.
I'm telling you.
It's not even fair.
Like how
Who
many?
made this list?
What kind of police or CPS company is not looking into this?
Okay, but
Look, I won't even go that far as far as that argument.
You're pointing out the absurdity of a cartoon
But here's
with
my
everything.
thing. But here's my thing. Rugrats to me was just boring.
Nah.
Rugrats was a show that was just
I'm
on.
going to back up.
Hey, you know what?
Nah.
Another thing that didn't make sense to me. They would talk to the parents sometimes, but then other times they didn't know they was talking. Like when Stu hit his head and he thought he was a kid, but he's talking to Tommy and them and understanding everything they say. But then once he hit his head again, he don't know what they saying. Like what?
Okay, here's my
Like
question. to you.
it makes no sense.
And
So
Riz
you-
says
you-
you can't touch Avatar and SpongeBob.
Exactly. See, here's the thing. For you, which one are you taking off then? Because
Personally,
if you say, "Hey Arnold, we ain't friends no more,"
You better not say SpongeBob, because I live with you.
I'm gonna personally say that out of the list here, even though I like this show, Hey Arnold probably gotta go.
I'm with
That's
you, baby.
crazy. I quote Hey Arnold still.
Hey Arnold is boring.
Listen, here's the thing about Rugrats. Rugrats was a phenomenon. We forgot that they had 3 movies. Don't forget the spin-off show, Rugrats Grown
All
Up.
grown
And
up.
it failed. It failed. It was trash. Nobody
Nah.
liked it.
Rugrats was the Michael
Nobody
Bay
liked.
Transformers
Nobody
of
liked
kids'
Rugrats
entertainment.
All Grown Up.
I think you didn't like Rugrats All Grown Up.
Nobody liked all Rugrats.
I think
All
that was
Grown
just
Up.
you because I remember when they first did Rugrats All Grown Up and the countdown Nickelodeon had
we got
for
some-
that for that event. Time stopped to see Rugrats All Grown Up.
But yeah, but
Hold on, I have a
when they
question.
did that one episode, people loved it. But then when they made it an entire show, people did not like it. They said it was trash. It was horrible.
hydrated.
Then they did this will they won't they relationship between Angelica and Chucky.
You know so much about it for somebody who says it's trash.
It was
How
trash.
long did you watch it before you decided it
I
was
watched
trash?
2 or 3 episodes.
Okay, Tori, here, I just did a quick Google search just to look at some research real
What
quick.
you gotta say?
Now, I think I might cook you here.
Go ahead.
According to you, Rugrats All Grown Up is trash.
Yes.
Now, just so you know, it says that Rugrats All Grown Up has 5 seasons. You don't get 5 seasons unless people are actually watching it. Just so you know, that's as many seasons as Hey Arnold has in total. So that means that the spinoff show of Rugrats has just as many seasons as Hey Arnold.
I refer you to my previous statement.
Which is?
Rugrats is the Michael Bay Transformers of Nickelodeon shows.
Meaning, what does that mean, though?
You know, it's abundant but lacking in substance and quality.
Y'all.
Look, I will still
Dex-
take Hey
Y'all are
Arnold.
disrespecting Rugrats a little
Dex
too much.
says Hey
Guess
Arnold
what?
Dex says Hey Arnold gotta go.
Yeah, Hey Arnold was boring.
No, hold on.
Hey Arnold
I'm
was
not
good.
saying that.
Bro,
Hey Arnold
Rugrats
was
was
good.
boring. What kind of fantasies
The
was
Rugrats
it? Y'all
was
wanna,
boring. All the adventures they got
Y'all
into.
wanna relive
there
being
was never
babies?
there was never a slow moment in
Talk
Rugrats.
about the reckless child endangerment they was in every
yes,
episode.
they made being a baby look so cool and fun.
Did
You know
they?
what? Tell you what. Here's
They
another
made
comparison
being
for
a
you.
parent look so neglectful. That's what they made it look
Here's
like.
another comparison for you. Rugrats, Dragon Ball Daima. Hey Arnold, Dragon Ball Z. I rest my case.
No,
Ron.
but hold on. Rugrats though is way more impactful than Hey Arnold.
What did Rugrats do to change your life?
None of these shows changed my life.
Hey Arnold gave real life messages. Stoop kid. He was dealing with mental things, living in an abandoned building, and he got the pigeon man. Come on, this is real life
Pigeon Man was
stuff.
actually-
This
Well,
sounds just
Dino-
like the same type of child neglect you're talking about. Why is Stoop Kid living in an abandoned building?
His parents was dead.
What's Rugrats know about
So
that?
why wasn't he in foster home? What was up with that?
Why wasn't they in the foster
Hold on.
home?
Listen.
They had 2-parent
One more thing.
households.
And they was not watching them. They was not watching
If
them.
we are including chat into our conversation here, Dex says Hey Arnold gotta go. It's the weakest link.
It is.
That's crazy.
Hey, listen, guys,
That's crazy.
Rugrats is iconic. Rugrats,
Chocolate Boy.
Okay, hold on. Rugrats
on.
has movies and a spin-off show. Hey Arnold, I
Yeah.
think Hey Arnold got a movie. I'm pretty sure.
Hey Arnold
What
got a
iconic
couple
moments
movies.
do you even remember from Rugrats the show?
From Rugrats? I don't remember much about all of them. I can't remember exact moment.
And yet here we go.
I can't know because listen, there were so many lessons in Rugrats. Tommy
Was
taught
it?
you leadership. Chucky taught you how to be brave.
Stop it.
Dude from
Stop
Zelda.
it.
Are you
Hold on.
serious?
Stop it.
Dude from Zelda just popped in and says the Rugrats disrespect is wild. So again, that's another vote for Rugrats. So
Listen,
we got
the
two-
Rugrats gonna get all the disrespect.
Okay, but we got Dex and Dude from Zelda and me and Asia saying Rugrats gotta stay. So I'm just saying, You can't take Rugrats off the list.
No.
Rugrats is everything you do not want.
Okay, but if you say that, if y'all take yourselves out of it and look at the overall when you look about Nickelodeon, Rugrats was Nickelodeon back then. I mean, come
Built
on.
Nickelodeon brick by brick until SpongeBob came along.
I mean, y'all remember what was the movie? What was the one? The song "Take Me There, I Want to Go There." What was that?
Oh, the first Rugrats
That's
movie?
what I'm talking about. They had
Yes.
iconic songs in the movies.
But again,
Oh.
Chucky.
Out of every child fantasy that you could live out, what do you want? Do you want Kids Next Door, where you're like on secret missions out of a treehouse or something? Would you want Recess, of like the joys of being outside and playing in between school? Would you want Hey Arnold, living in the streets, hanging out with your friends like we used to back in the old neighborhood? Or would you rather relive being a baby?
And you know what? Another thing.
I'll take Hey
How
Arnold.
come? Y'all giving Rugrats too much. How come Tommy ain't never had no damn pants or shoes on? Everywhere this man go, he just got a shirt and a fat ass diaper that need to be changed.
I mean, he grew up.
I don't want to hear that.
How can
Chucky ain't never got his shoes tied. Angelica be beating on these kids, but the parents still put them with her. Only person that had some common sense was Susie Carmichael. And she the only one that could check Angelica out here. Phil and Lil, come on, man. They out here eating dirt and bugs, and the parents was like, you know what? They good. We ain't got to watch them. Chucky, that man is scared of everything.
Oh, but all that is trifling, right?
Man, no. They instilled so much in me, though. Come on, man.
Okay,
Tommy
now-
pulling screwdrivers and tools out his diaper. I'm surprised he ain't need no tetanus shot.
But how can y'all just dismiss the spin-off show? Because you don't get only shows that get a spin-off show that is successful are shows that are popular enough to get a spin-off show.
Yes.
Okay, y'all, hold on, I'm about to cook. Y'all mentioned all that and how it spun off into this, okay?
Go off,
Rugrats
baby.
spun into movies and a spin-off show that was successful.
Rugrats ain't start Hey Arnold or Avatar or
No,
SpongeBob.
but it's spun.
Springboarded careers. That's what all
It
that.
spun off into
Yes.
other things. And hold on, there's a really iconic voice actress that you like.
Which one?
I forget her name, but you know what I'm talking about.
Tara
One-
Strong?
Yes. Isn't she from?
Oh, she's the voice of Tommy, isn't she?
Let's go. And you love her.
Yeah, but at the same time, she's like voiced literally everything.
Just
That's
like-
like saying Phil Lamar. Like you could pick like 20 different voice actors.
Dude from Zelda says, "Hey Arnold, gotta go." The chat has spoken.
Okay.
That's almost 3 votes.
Chat, I'm gonna disregard what y'all saying.
No, he's not.
And
We dropping-
we're gonna get rid of the Rugrats.
All right.
No,
Goodbye,
the
Hey
chat. No,
Arnold.
hold on. The chat has spoken and said that. Hey
Chat, I
Arnold
will
gotta
time
go.
all of y'all out right now.
Deuces.
Also,
Hey
real
Arnold.
quick,
Deuces.
Fading Jack, I hear you, but chill because we can love Invader Zim. Invader Zim is dope, but you ain't got to take down SpongeBob to elevate Invader Zim. Invader Zim, SpongeBob is iconic for a reason.
Oh,
It's,
yeah.
it's culture defining, unlike
Yeah.
Rugrats.
People still
one's
quote
gotta stay on the
SpongeBob
list.
to this day.
I'm keeping SpongeBob on there, but if we include the chat into this conversation, they say that Hey Arnold gotta go, just like
Bet
Ben
money
Asia.
in terms of cultural significance.
I don't think-
you'll find more people out here relating to Hey Arnold rather than Rugrats.
okay.
Because there's real people out here living in these streets of New York
Which
that
one-
can relate to Hey Arnold.
Which
rather
room would
than
y'all
Rugrats.
rather sleep in? Tommy's playpen or Hey Arnold's room with the skyline and the flip out couch?
We got Buster Cannon says, "Man, Codename Kid Next Door was better than all those shows up here." Shout out to my homeboy.
But see,
Gilligan, number 2.
Okay.
But see, that's the thing. We're talking Cartoon Network at that point. Ain't nothing on Nickelodeon that's messing with Cartoon Network, period. Maybe SpongeBob. Maybe. But that's not fair. So we gotta leave Cartoon Network in.
but-
we
alright,
can do an
but what
entire
are we-
stream on Cartoon Network shows.
Hey Arnold dropped.
We'll agree to disagree that the
the chat has spoken.
The
Hey
chat has
Arnold gotta
spoken.
go.
Hey
Sorry.
Arnold, deuces. What's next?
Next we have Cartoon Network.
That's right.
You move it
Cartoon
up some?
Network forever. Yeah.
I
Transition.
ain't gonna lie. Listen, I'm gonna say Powerpuff Girls.
All right, you hating hard as a motherfucker.
Wait, Powerpuff Girls what?
I'm gonna say I would get rid of Powerpuff Girls before the other one.
Why?
I love how you've gotten rid of a lot of women-led shows.
No, I've noticed that every time.
You
it's
noticed
always
that Little Mermaid had
it's
to
always
go.
first.
Females, David.
Yes.
That's
What
crazy.
Amanda's show had to go. You really got it out for the
Little-
women.
Hold on,
Tara,
Little Mermaid had to go.
Exactly.
Tara Strong is in Teen Titans.
Why?
What's that got to do with you getting rid of
why
all
is
the
getting
women
rid of
shows?
Female lead.
But why are you getting rid of Powerpuff Girls? Back it up.
Powerpuff Girls has got to go because, listen, the action, adventure, and everything else was way better in Dexter, Samurai Jack, and Teen Titans.
Arguably, no.
No. Yeah.
Look,
I mean, because, like, how many times are you going to watch the Powerpuff Girls beat up Mojo Jojo, which is technically their adopted brother?
bro, they had an entire rogues gallery of like different villains and stuff like that. And some
the
of them had some legit episodes.
The same villains every week.
Did you see the one they did their Flashpoint way before Flashpoint? Remember that one?
You talking about
When they
Powerpuff
raced
Girls?
when they raced into
Yeah, I
the
remember
future,
that.
and then it was basically it was like the nightmare future from Justice League, and him took over and transformed into some big ass devil Tekken monster. That episode was crazy.
And real quick, in the chat, it says, let's say, Pimp Boy says sorry, but Dexter gotta go.
Come on.
Fading Jack says sorry, Powerpuff Girls gotta go. Buster Cannon says no. Teen Titans have to go. Powerpuff Girls was everything.
Teen Titans will not
Pimp Boy
go.
says as many times as possible. Let's see. And Dude from Zelda says this is a tough one. It's between Powerpuff Girls and Dexter. And then Fading Jack says Teen Titans can stay.
Let's go ahead and get rid of Dexter's Laboratory.
Wait, hold on.
Y'all know Dee Dee was annoying. Y'all know that little girl.
because Dexter had that Justice League show on there. They had Action Hank. They had Monkey. Come on now, Agent Honeydew.
So
Come on now.
I have two reasons on why Powerpuff Girls has to stay. Two reasons. One, it was incredible representation. Remember for this
For
time,
who?
women, girls. How many
Why
other
you hate
shows were
women so
starring
much?
girls and also girls
Don't
doing
do that.
and girls? Hold on, no. Hold on. How many cartoons were starring girls and also starring girls doing like non-traditional girly stuff? They're
Teen Titans.
superheroes.
Teen Titans.
Okay, but I'm
the
aware.
thing
But
is,
they're
like-
the stars of it. That's the first part, and the second part
when
is
you have like a girly show, but it also appeals to boys. Like,
exactly.
that's-
So it
that's-
also still appeals to.
Yes.
I love. So also I got one more for you, Tori. One more. Dexter's Laboratory, to my knowledge, never got a movie like Powerpuff Girls
did
did.
get a movie.
Was it in theaters?
You got something?
chill.
Wait a minute, did you go? Wait a minute, wait.
Powerpuff Girls was in theater.
Yeah, we
Did
went to
you go
theaters.
see it?
Yes.
You went to go see it?
Yes, I
Yes.
did.
When?
Whenever it came out, 2001. I don't know.
I don't believe you.
I'm telling you, I did. Why would I lie about
Why would he lie?
Dexter had a direct to VHS movie.
Dexter had a movie.
Direct to VHS.
Yeah.
It
Yes.
was amazing.
I don't know.
Why didn't you go
Y'all
to theaters?
yeah.
The impact of Powerpuff Girls is bigger than Dexter's Lab.
I don't
Yeah.
think
And I'm
so.
using the
I
movie
don't-
as an
I don't
example.
think so.
I mean, look, all four of these shows are dope as shit. I don't know what Tori's finna say about Powerpuff Girls, but if I had to pick,
Pimp Boy says Dexter's Lab gotta go.
I'm with Pimp Boy.
I mean, if I had to, gun to my head, pick, I would almost say that
You don't remember
Dexter's
the
Lab
mecha scene
didn't
from
accomplish
Dexter?
No,
quite as
Tori,
much.
you're right. I can't lie. That scene was hard.
Yeah.
The Mecha episode, the episode
There
where he
is
went back
also,
in time, the movie?
The TV puppet pals, the Justice Friends, those little
Clem and something. I forgot the other dude's name.
Okay, well, hold on. Wait, real quick, before we talk about those two, I mean, our Samurai Jack and Teen Titans.
Oh, they ain't going nowhere.
No,
Okay.
those are, don't touch them. Yeah.
all right. Okay.
Phil Lamar, Samurai Jack, come on now.
Yeah, let's go ahead and drop Dexter's Laboratory and move on.
Dexter Lab start. Thank you. Dexter started that.
Dude
But
from
we
Zelda
can
says,
acknowledge
Dude
Dexter's Laboratory is still dope.
from Zelda says Dexter's gotta go.
Yes, Dee Dee was annoying. The parents were annoying. Dexter honestly was annoying. His little
Parents ain't
What was wrong with
nothing
him?
wrong, you know?
He
First
sounded
of
all nasally when he
First
talked.
of all, Dexter taught us that we could do the impossible. This
So the
man
Powerpuff
had an
Girls.
entire what?
So the
That
Powerpuff
was
Girls.
a-
They was made in a lab.
That was-
What are we
Dexter
talking about?
was literally a mad scientist with short man syndrome, okay?
Short man syndrome?
Yes, he
How?
was an angry, short little boy.
Only time he got angry was when Dee Dee was tearing up his shit.
And that's another thing. She was annoying as hell, too.
Dexter,
just her
here's the
character.
thing. Dexter was making things to fix the world. I don't know what the Powerpuff Girls
He's
was
a
because
failed
they was
mad
destroying
scientist.
the city. Don't forget when Buttercup was out here knocking people's teeth out for candy.
I mean, here's my thing.
What lesson are you learning here?
To say that Dee Dee was annoying is no different than saying that the mayor in Powerpuff Girls was stupid. That's,
He was.
That's their thing.
that man was mini Joe Biden. Like
I'm not good.
I'm not either.
I've never heard that comparison.
You on y'all.
Nah, but like
But
I'm saying,
it
like, what lesson are you learning from the Powerpuff Girls when they out here living like literally just doing whatever they want to do?
Maybe it was just nice as a young girl to see 3 superhero women kick butt.
Don't forget-
Sugar Spice and everything nice.
And don't
I
forget-
mean, what was wrong with that?
Don't forget the Rowdy Rough Boys too. They was hard.
Oh,
Like, come
the
on.
Rowdy Rough Boys.
They was bullies, and they got defeated by getting a kiss on the cheek. Like what? What are we talking about?
Now, let
What
me say,
are we really talking about right now?
one of my favorite Dexter's Lab episodes was the one where he was in detention, and it was like he was literally in jail, and you had that crazy ass warden who's like, "Y'all make me sick. criminal. I love that shit. I'm sorry. Anyways.
Are we dropping Dexter?
Yeah, we dropping Powerpuff
No, the
Girls.
chat has spoken and said Dexter got to go.
Let's
Powerpuff
go.
Girls, you're out of here.
No,
Thank
the chat
you.
said Dexter.
You're chemical X'd out of this conversation.
Oh, he's-
All right. Next, we have the best bad guys.
All right, let's get it.
All right, so for the best bad guys,
You move it up some.
we have Thanos, we have Joker, we have, who's that?
See, that you just answered. You already made your. You already.
That's
No, I can't see.
Magneto.
Okay, Magneto, sorry, I couldn't see. And then,
Darth Vader.
I thought we were replacing him with Voldemort.
Oh, I thought we did.
Nah.
I'm bad.
He did that on purpose.
Well,
Hey, look, we can-
they kind of look alike when he take that mask off. So
Here's the thing:
Kinda,
we can replace Magneto with Voldemort. I'm cool with that because
I don't
Magneto
know.
gotta go.
I don't know. I would say, yeah, either Thanos or Darth Vader.
Wait, why does Thanos have to go?
He's just a knockoff Darkseid. It's fine.
Wait, and Riz says Thanos got to go. Whoa.
Wait, why is Thanos? Thanos is the one villain who said what he was going to do, set out to do it, and did it.
But here's the thing: Thanos.
The rest of y'all villains be getting caught and stuff before they can even do stuff.
If you, like Thanos and Darth Vader, they're both they're horrible bad guys. Thanos, he with the power to get rid of something, you also have the power to create something. This man could have created everything he said that he was going to get rid of. He said, I'm going to cut people down so there are more resources. Or you could multiply the resources. That way people have enough. But he decided to get rid of people.
Yeah, he's an evil villain.
Darth Vader, this man was a piece of shit. This man got manipulated. You know what? If I'm going to be honest, Darth Vader is damn near Sasuke. I'm going to be honest with you. This man ran up with this old man so he can get this power, got manipulated and treated a certain way, and then he turned evil and started attacking his own people, and that's that. Like, that's literally, Darth Vader was dumb.
Also, what's up, Buster Cannon?
And I don't. He turned to the dark side because he got manipulated by some old man.
Couple things. I see Buster Cannon says comic book Thanos was a problem, which leads me to a question. Y'all don't know, so I'm gonna ask you, Tori.
Mm-hmm.
Which Thanos do you prefer? Do you prefer like Mad Titan comic book Thanos or Mad Environmentalist MCU Thanos, in your opinion?
I mean, I like the Mad Titan.
Okay.
Just out for destruction.
Well, destruction and some in death's ass. Like that's his motivation. He's trying to get some. So, what? I'll ask. Okay, so for y'all, from what you know of like comic book Thanos and his motivation and everything, do you prefer MCU Thanos over that?
I'll be honest, I don't know much about comic book Thanos. I just know about MCU Thanos.
I know comic book Thanos feared the Hulk, right?
I think so.
I think so too.
You found?
Yeah, I think I like the MCU Thanos because I feel like if they would have stuck with like some of those things from the comics, the movies wouldn't have like been what they were. I don't know why we were saying Thanos would go. Thanos at least said, I'm going to do the thing, and then did the thing. Like,
I think
he did what he said he was going to do.
Asia is cooking because Thanos might be one of the few villains on this list that really
Followed through.
that won.
Yeah.
I mean, the blip was a thing that actually had a serious impact.
If you take that mentality in it, they've all those bad guys have done things like
Yeah,
that.
but Thanos' goal was to wipe out.
But here's the thing: the Joker's done the same thing. He figured, just like with Injustice, he said that I could turn your greatest hope into something else, and that's what he chose. He chose when he did Injustice,
Injustice was trash.
When he broke Superman, he's like I got bored messing around. Well, he said I got tired of losing against Batman, so he said I want to do something easy. So that's how he manipulated Superman into killing Lois Lane and his unborn child, and turned Superman into an evil Titan. Magneto, he went up against the government on all that because if he wanted to, he could reverse the polarity of the Earth and destroy everything around. Anakin, or AKA Darth Vader, that man decided to turn against his own people. He killed a whole slew of kids just to get rid of the future Jedis and stuff like that. And then he created an empire and was destroying planets, all kinds of stuff. So they all, in their own way, have done what they wanted to do.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I will change my vote when I think about it. Solely, I'm gonna choose Darth Vader solely for the fact that Darth Vader as like a villain in like the original trilogy was dope. I thought all that was executed really well. But then when you get to the prequels, and there are obviously some things that work about his buildup, but his like switch to Darth Vader was not really as impactful as it should have been. They kind of dropped the ball in Episode 3 in that aspect. The fight was dope on Mustafar with Obi-Wan and Anakin. That was pretty dope. But, you know, after he executed Order 66, had all the clones shoot down the Jedis, and his biggest accomplishment was killing some guys who were already bad guys and killing children. It's kind of whack, but that's just me.
So chat says, Dex says, I still to this day don't understand Joker's motivation or why he's the way he is.
Joker does
Buster
what he does because he just wants to.
Well, that doesn't really. Okay, allow me to break it down. The Joker, his philosophy is life is the joke, death is the punchline, and everything stems from that. You know?
Joker can go.
Dave Webb says Joker can
ahead.
go. Other comments in the chat. Buster Cannon says you can't get past Thanos. He's literally inevitable. Fading
Unless
Jack
you're dark
says,
side, but we ain't ready to have that.
what would happen if the Joker got the
Or-
Infinity Gauntlet? That'd be
Professor
crazy.
Yeah, I think Joker could go.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm kind of with who said, like, I kind of don't get, yeah, I feel like Joker just wants to cause chaos. Like, Thanos had a reason for doing what he did. Joker's like, it always just felt like to me he just wanted to make a mess.
I mean,
he wanted to give everybody a bad day.
But does a bad guy really need a reason to be bad?
Okay, if you're going to be a good villain, go ahead, baby.
No. I think the best villains have a
Real.
almost like a motivation.
A real motivation, a real objective.
Killmonger, like honestly, like Magneto, the reasons that he has, his childhood and everything.
Yes.
So it makes it more impactful when they're doing evil things because you know it started from the other place. Joker is just kind of.
Joker's just a wild card.
I'm gonna go ahead and completely disagree with you here.
Okay.
I'm gonna make this quick. There are a difference between characters that you can relate to and ones that you can just like that operate. There's different ways you can approach it in storytelling. This is why I mention Darkseid so much when people talk about Thanos, because people give Zack Snyder's Justice League Thanos or Darkseid shit. Oh, he got taken down by an axe. Thanos was this and this. Darkseid had no motivation. He's just some evil dude, and it's like he's the god of evil. That's literally the point. There's no humanity to his character. You're not supposed to relate to a guy like Darkseid. You're supposed to fear him. When it comes to a character like Joker, similar thing. He's a force of nature. You don't know what his actual backstory is because you're not supposed to. That's why the Joker Joaquin Phoenix movies don't work for me, because it's not Joker.
There's no origin.
Exactly. You're not supposed to know. He's a force of nature in Gotham. He's like the environmental response to Batman. So, yeah, Joker's more one note and he's not really a relatable character. That's the point. So when you have a character like Killmonger, who's somebody who could have been good, but they ended up turning bad, yeah, it's a little bit easier for the audience to relate to that. But again, we're talking about different goals in storytelling.
But my thing is, I don't even need to relate to the Joker. Why does he do the things that he does? Like Voldemort, I understand why Voldemort is Voldemort.
I do have-
He
I-
got
I-
into magic. He wanted to become the most powerful because when you are living amongst people who are non-magical your whole life and then you're exposed to magic, you want to see how far that goes. I understood that. I'm not trying to relate to him, but it's like I get why he became what he did.
Ooh.
Joker feels like he just had like a bad day.
Well, I
and was
feel
just
like-
like, F it.
No.
The whole world's gonna feel
Okay,
it.
can we get
Now, hold on.
chat real quick?
Okay,
There's
go
a couple comments. We got Nick here.
Hey, Nick.
Nick says
What's up, Nick?
Thanos. He only recently became popular, and then how come David is in the corner? So
Oh,
David's in the corner because he didn't finish his water.
No, Dave's on the corner because he needs to stop that. He's on the ones and twos. He's handling the audio setup and everything, and he's cutting some clips for us. So, Dave, thank you for all that
Yes,
you do.
no, we love you so much.
no
Thank you.
problem. And then also there's a comment before that. I can't hold on. Who?
According to the DC, there's 3 Jokers. Yes, there are 3
That
Jokers.
is a stupid idea, and I hate Jeff Johns for even
That was
introducing
Buster
that
Cannon,
shit.
okay.
But anyway.
All right.
Okay, let me go ahead and respond to you, Asia, real quick. There's 2 things that actually makes the Joker really fascinating. When you talk about whether or not Joker is crazy or insane, like a really what?
I'm listening.
Okay, like there's a theory that was put out by my favorite writer, Grant Morrison, peace be upon him, that the Joker is actually super sane. It's that he's trying to process the constant influx of information, but the only way that he can really process it is by changing his personality to whatever comes along. That's why in the publication history of the Joker, when he was first introduced, he was like a mass murderer.
Okay.
And then he became like a mischievous clown. There was a whole year-long period where the Joker thought he was a magician. And then he comes back as like some genocidal psychopath. So he changes based on what's going on. There was a point where he got injured, and then his personality changed based on that. But here's the other kicker. There are some theories that say that the Joker understands that he's a fictional character.
That's kind of like Deadpool.
But different. Because Deadpool's thing is, I'm just going to have fun with it and make jokes and look, smile, and wink at the camera. The Joker, it ties more to his philosophy that it's like, if I'm just a fictional character and I'm here to just entertain people and give them what they want, then I'll just give them what they want. I'm just going to do whatever I want, and life holds no consequence because I'm going to get away with it anyway.
It's like he knows he's in this fictional world, and like that, he knows he's in this fictional world, so he's like, there's never any true consequences to what he's going to do, so he does what he does. Same thing with Deadpool. Deadpool knows he's in a comic book in this fictional world, so he just has fun with it. And he breaks the fourth wall and jumps panels, does whatever he wants to do because he's him and a few other comic book characters in Marvel know that they are in this fictional world. And this comic book or whatever it is.
And the other way to look at it too is like, what's the Joker there for? He's there to be a challenge for Batman, where you have a guy who's there to clean up his city, to try and put a stop to crime. But what happens when you have a criminal that you literally can't reason with because reason was never there to begin with, and you have to constantly try to stop him? That's the challenge.
I like my villains with clear objectives.
So-
Therefore,
And again, I
Joker,
understand.
So, Asia, you vote to kick Joker out.
Yeah.
Joe, what do you say?
I say
Darth Vader. Just in poor execution in his actual origin and his switch from being
Asia, why are you against Darth Vader being kicked? We got a
because
first.
he had clear objectives.
There was no, but here's the thing. But his objective, there was never really. He like everything that Darth Vader went through, he could have stopped it. He could have everything he went through. He had the power to not go through it.
So did Thanos.
What?
You literally said Thanos decided to kill people when he could have just multiplied the resources.
He did because he felt that was the only solution. Darth Vader, he literally was told that, yo, you're being manipulated, and he said, no, you're lying to me. He threw a temper tantrum and believed some old person that was already evil, and he talked him. So I don't care what I'm going through. I'm not about to throw a tantrum. He said, hey, you need to go ahead and kill them kids and throw a temper tantrum with your pregnant wife with twins. Do all this, and then like he's literally being manipulated, and he still did not grasp it until he died.
I have a question, but isn't Darth Vader too iconic to take off?
Like I said,
He could be iconic, but he was like a bad guy.
But like I said, I feel like it was executed a little bit poorly in that aspect. A character like Magneto, I was gonna originally let him go, but I can still relate to his villainy a little bit as being like, part of a marginalized group, but then fighting back in a way that's not productive. There's a lesson there.
He was Malcolm X.
Okay, hold on. We got another comment from Nick. Asia, can you read that?
Comic Thanos' sole purpose is to kill everything on the sole reason
You trying to get
to
some
hook up
ass.
with the physical woman embodiment of death.
Yes.
Also, movie Thanos could have just as easily created more resources for all of life.
Exactly.
Now, real
But-
talk, I'm going to say this. I'm not a fan of Thor Ragnarok, but if they kept that motivation, that he was trying to get something from the goddess of death, I would have totally understood. Now, I would have related to that Thanos.
But here's the
because
thing.
fucking Hela,
Helena.
so fucking bad. and the actual actress, I mean, she's beautiful in her own right, but when she puts that damn makeup and that black hair, man, nah, look, I would be willing to risk it all.
Like
all of y'all can die. I love y'all, but
Nah, she did that.
Thanos and Deadpool, they're always at battle because Death is in love with Deadpool, and Death is in love with Deadpool, and Thanos is in love with Death. So
it's a
what
love
he
triangle.
did was, in order to keep Deadpool from being with Death, he made Deadpool immortal. And so Deadpool can have near-death experiences and have these short moments with Death, but he can never truly be with her.
I have a question for Asia.
Because
too. Asia, why are you against letting go of Darth Vader? I didn't know you cared about Darth Vader.
I'm not against it. I just thought that we should look at the Joker and his motivations, and like that's a reason why. Like as iconic villain, yes, but as like practical, having real goals and objectives, he was just kind of like a wild card. He was
But
kind of like
again,
that
at
bad
that
kid in
point-
class that you just didn't know.
But
what he
at
was
that
gonna
point,
do.
you're literally shaming a dog for barking.
And then
That's just what they do.
Asia, in your opinion, what's Darth Vader's motivation then if you want to hold him so strong?
He has no motivation.
No, he does have motivation.
Honestly, I just like that James Earl Jones voices Darth Vader. So, if I'm
Darth
being honest,
Vader?
his voice is iconic. I love a deep voice. I don't care what you do. If you have a deep voice, you can get away with murder low key. So,
Okay, well, we might have to move Darth Vader.
so y'all may. So I was just trying to argue to keep Darth Vader there.
Yeah.
And again, James Earl Jones' Darth Vader is like the best side of
Hey, we got
Darth
a
Vader.
Fired on Your Day Off is here. What
What's
is
up,
up?
Fired?
What's
Right now
happening?
we are
Welcome
doing
back.
One Gotta Go. So
One Gotta Go.
We're gonna see. You'll see some pictures on the
What's next?
screen. Let us know who you want off.
The top hero,
All right, let's get it.
Whew, this one's tough.
All right, so we got
Superman. Get him out of here.
We need to name them all first.
Hold on,
Oh, yeah,
go
my
through the
bad.
list. Yeah.
My bad.
You
my
jumping
bad.
too
Yeah, I know, right?
Okay.
Asia,
Just
go
for
ahead.
that, your pick is irrelevant.
Go ahead, Asia.
All right, the last one it looks like Batman, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so going from left to right, we got Iron Man, Spider-Man, Superman, Batman.
Superman can go
Why?
because he is.
Go ahead.
I
Go ahead.
feel-
Say your piece, bro.
All right,
And I'll tell you why you're wrong. Go ahead.
I say Superman because like he's supposed to be this symbol of everything, but in the end of the day, it's all a facade.
How?
Because he because just like with I know you hate it, like the Injustice.
Oh my God.
And like I'm like he you're supposed to follow Superman, but then there's been other reasons where Superman has flexed his morals and stuff like that on people,
I'm still
but
waiting to
he's
hear
not.
a reason, but go ahead.
What? I mean, I just feel like Superman's a dickhead, and he's an alien. I don't have anything against alien, but in the end,
Why'd you bring it up?
Huh?
Then why'd you bring it up?
I'm just pointing it out so people know.
That's like saying, yeah, that guy over there, Sanchez.
That black guy.
He's Mexican, but it's like, come on, bro. Like,
But Joe, I will say, just so you know, the chat's Fading Jack says Superman gotta go. He's too OP for no reason. Dex says off the rip it's Superman. Then dude from Zelda says Iron Man. And then Dex also says every live action iteration of Superman is lame and corny.
But and then like another thing that I didn't like about Superman when he originally came out, they said he had the strength of 10 men, he could leap tall buildings, and blah 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 blah. But then it seems like every writer they just add on. This man is like, okay, what power can we give this man just to make him even more? Like we want him to be adapted, but let's give him everything. Let's give him at one point in time. He could shoot out many Superman from his fingertips, and they would have the equal proportionate strength and powers of him. Like, who needs that? Who needs that? Like, and it was like they just like, and then like in later comic books, oh yeah, guess what? Kryptonite don't hurt him no more. It actually strengthens him up. I'm like they're just like looking for ways to make this man more and more than what he's supposed to be or
And
what.
Pimp Boy also says Superman. That's like 5 votes for Superman.
and don't worry, I'm about to shut down every last one of them.
Okay.
But they're in the middle of an ad break. Asia, what you say?
Personally, I kind of agree. Superman has always kind of bored me as a superhero because it's like he's super strong. He's got laser vision. He's got X-ray vision. He has no weaknesses except kryptonite. And when's he gonna come in contact with that on an average day? Unless a bad guy's trying to get it to him. So to me, it's just always like, yeah, you can do it all. That's kind of why you don't do it for me, because like you don't lose any fights really. You know what I'm saying? So for me personally, I just found him boring because he can do it all. I like my superheroes to have little weaknesses. Iron Man, get his suit wet, he's probably fucked. You know what I'm saying? Spider-Man.
Is it a fucking toaster?
If his suit gets wet, it malfunctions. You know what I'm saying? And then Batman, he built his superhero brick by brick. You know what I'm saying? Spider-Man got bit by that spider, then had to learn how to use his powers, got his little weaknesses and whatnot. So that's what I'm just saying. I feel like Superman could go.
Dave, what you got to say, bro? Because again, I'm gonna shut all this down in a second.
Okay, going through the list, I think if one gotta go, I'm looking at Iron Man. I think he can stay. Spider-Man, I think he can stay. Honestly, I might be with y'all where I do think that Superman might be. I'm almost with Asia where it's almost like too boring because you're like so powerful, and it's like,
even-
Hold on, wait.
yeah. Well, he's just so powerful that it feels like it's hard to make it compelling and struggle because we know at the end of the day, you get the power of the sun, you can recharge and you're
Yeah.
good. So I might say Superman, but I'm not 100%. I'm willing to be swayed.
Okay, I'll be
there-
I want to hear Joe's
There's
explanation.
another thing he does too, and another thing he likes to flex. Oh, and I'm an alien. I was accepted by this, and this. So like he uses what he went through as the staple in the president to deal with everybody else. Just like I know the game didn't do that great and all that, but the Suicide Squad, everybody got fucked up because of Superman. Brainiac shows up and Superman's like, I was an alien too. We should trust him. We should hear him out. They go on Brainiac's ship and they all get taken over.
But Tor, what about what Nick is saying here where he says you don't have superheroes without Superman? He's the first.
And that does actually lead
Okay.
to one of the other points that I have.
wanna
This
hear.
is a small one, but out of these 4 heroes, in terms of like actual impact on the superhero genre, Superman and Batman, they started this. So you got to give them that. And between Iron Man and Spider-Man, got to give it to Spider-Man. So to me, Iron Man can go. Iron Man is basically a knockoff Batman. And to a certain degree, when it comes to the lesson of power and responsibility, Spider-Man is a knockoff Superman, but we ain't ready to have that conversation. But in terms of what makes Superman compelling, is that yes, he is all powerful. But at the end of the day, he's still human. He was raised human first. You can't forget that. And people try to push all this on him. Oh, he's an alien. He's OP. He's too powerful. But from Superman's perspective, he's just a guy. He has to go to work in the morning. He's got to raise his stupid dog that Asia's obsessed over. He's trying to date, come up with ideas for dates and dinner plans with Lois Lane. He's just us. And there's obviously a lesson there that you can learn about somebody who has incredible talent and abilities and wants to share that with people, but people will shit on you just for who you are and for how you were born. There's a lesson there that's quite relatable, especially now, but we ain't ready to have that conversation. So, like I said, all the argument, I'll tell you what, this is why y'all need to engage with some better Superman stories. Man of Steel, I will argue, is one of them. All-Star Superman.
We just watched Man of Steel.
Again, if you don't get the point of the movie, you
Appreciate
weren't
the
paying
bits,
attention.
Faded Jack.
Thank you
Fading
so
Jack,
much.
Appreciate
you.
you. Thank you so much.
Here's another one, and I've told y'all to watch this movie over and over again. All-Star Superman.
watched that.
Or read the book. Or
Wait,
both.
wait, have you seen it?
Who, me?
Yeah. So Tori's seen it, so
Now, clearly, he wasn't paying attention.
I was paying
Because the
attention.
point of that movie, for everybody making the arguments that Superman is OP, they made Superman even more OP than he already was. He was so powerful to the point that his powers were killing him. So now, not only is he immune to kryptonite and can't be killed by anything, he's just he's terminally ill. So that you have that vulnerability, and Superman's just trying to navigate the last days of his life while still, like, saving people and trying to be a good person, shit like that. And it was undeniably one of the greatest, if not the greatest, Superman story of all time, written by my Lord and Savior Grant Morrison. Peace be upon them. So, again, engage with some good Superman stories and you will understand the appeal. Because you can make Superman as powerful as you want, but he can still be compelling. So that is why, out of all 4 of these, I'm letting go of Iron Man.
What's the general consensus?
Everybody said Superman, so goodbye.
You can vote on Superman if you want to, but you can't disagree with my points.
I will say, Joe, I do want to check out. I've not seen All-Star Superman. Tori
Yeah.
said it wasn't.
No, it was good.
Oh, okay,
It's
okay.
just that Superman isn't on my.
I want to check it out. It's on HBO Max?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I'll check it out.
There's sadly some parts that got cut out from the book, but I get it. Whatever,
Next.
but still.
We have movie fighters.
All right, let's see.
Can you put it up a little bit?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna be honest.
All right, let's go. Wait, hold on. Let's introduce him
Wait,
first.
because
Gotta
he's about to
introduce,
tell us what
please.
to let it go.
I know, right?
He's already about
So-
to tell.
Go ahead.
So we've got John Wick.
Uh-huh.
We've got The Equalizer.
Uh-huh.
We've got The Punisher. And then Bruce Lee and what?
From Enter the Dragon.
Okay.
But just Bruce Lee in general.
I'm
Bruce Lee in general.
I'm gonna be honest. It's controversial.
If you say Bruce Lee, you can get out.
I'm gonna say Bruce Lee.
Back it up, please.
I'm gonna
He's
say
just trying to
I'm gonna say
start
Bruce
some
Lee.
shit.
Like, listen, I enjoy Bruce Lee. I love Bruce Lee. I enjoyed the movies. But when it comes down to the action and the nitty gritty and the Ruth
Can't even say it. Look at you.
Ruth Chris.
Ruth Chris of everybody.
Ruthlessness.
Yeah, ruthlessness of everybody. I'm gonna say like they all are killing Bruce Lee. That is like I don't see.
That's crazy.
I want to hear Joe to respond. 'Cause I know you're a Bruce Lee fan. I want to hear
listen,
Joe.
I do love Bruce Lee, but
Apparently not.
But in a fight, I see Bruce Lee getting washed up. Dang. I see him getting washed up.
Do you know what all three of these characters have?
They all have martial arts and
They
plot
have
armor,
guns.
guns. Yeah.
You're talking to, honestly,
Punisher don't need guns. That man was beating people with his fist when he went to jail.
but is he Bruce Lee?
He didn't need to be Bruce
Is
Lee.
he
That
Bruce Lee
man
with the hands?
That man was Frank Castle going into prison.
And real quick, before we get to Joe's, we got in the chat, Fading Jack says Punisher gotta go. Nick says Punisher is nothing without guns. Dude from Zelda says Punisher easily.
I don't know.
Friday on my day off says, yo, I'm going with Equalizer. And Fading Jack says Punisher. So
Here's the
Joe,
thing, but the Punisher. Wait a minute, are we doing this the show or a comic book and all that?
You include it. You include all.
Okay,
whatever.
because listen, there's a comic book. The Punisher killed the entire Marvel universe.
He did?
Yes.
Oh.
He killed the entire Marvel universe.
How do you do that?
He did it.
Did you just shoot him? What did
Yeah,
he do?
He did
Yeah.
it.
Explain how he did it.
Listen, this man found a way for every single person.
What was that
Punisher
way?
took out the Hulk.
The Punisher took out everybody.
How?
He found a way. And
What's the
did
way?
Listen. This man used.
So you just flipped the comic book page and then Punisher killed everybody. The end. What happened?
He killed him with guns, resources, everything he could get his hands on.
You just convinced me more than anything. Punisher can go.
Listen,
I'm kind of.
I don't even know who
saying.
Equalizer
I'm
is. That's just Denzel
Equalizer,
Washington.
that's Denzel.
Punisher can go, bro.
I'm just saying. I don't see
Punisher
Bruce Lee
go.
out here punching and killing people in the
Let's hear some responses here.
All right.
We got Tori's. Who else wants to go next?
Here's the thing about Bruce Lee. And in all honesty, he kind of doesn't really belong on the list now that I think about it because he's not a gunsmith. He's not toting guns. All these guys got guns and shit. John Wick is obviously, he's well-rounded. He's cool. I don't know much about Equalizer. But when it comes to Bruce Lee with the hands...
You haven't seen it?
I haven't seen it.
That is insane.
But anyway, when it comes to Bruce Lee, and if you want to compare how flashy his fight scenes are compared to other shit, it's not really that glamorous. It is. It's an amazing spectacle, but he's going for a sort of dramatic realism. And he knows fighting. He got his experience fighting on rooftops in Hong Kong and shit. That's how he learned. He got, boxing and fencing experience. So when you actually watch Bruce Lee fight scenes, especially stuff from either Enter the Dragon or the original footage of Game of Death,
Don't forget Green Hornet.
well, I'm talking later in his career.
Oh, okay.
But he was injecting his Jeet Kune Do philosophy into his movies because that was how he was going to get his message out. Sadly, of course, he died very young. Unfortunate. But
How did he die? It was like an aneurysm?
it was a brain edema. But anyway. But then it's you have the impact that Bruce Lee left behind. You wouldn't have gotten a John Wick without Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee's fight scenes influenced Neil Adams when he was doing artwork for his run with Denny O'Neil in the Batman books. Every MMA fighter attributes their inspiration to Bruce Lee. You sailed so many ships out of that. Bruce Lee has got to stay on the list.
But even so with that, his personal life is not the same as the movie, but in the movies he would have got washed. I'm just saying.
In what? Against who and how?
Putting aside his personal matters and whatnot, if he's going up against these movie characters, he's getting washed.
But again, you're talking about real fantasy characters
No.
versus realistic fighter. That's why it's
Bruce
different.
Lee is losing to movie Keanu Reeves, movie.
I don't know.
He's losing to these guys.
I don't know about
Can we hear
that.
Asia chime in here? What you got?
Yeah, I don't know about that one, Tori. Because one thing that was mesmerizing about Bruce Lee was just how fast his fists were when he was in action. So I can't say that Bruce Lee can go. I will say the Punisher can go. Because John Wick is, clearly a trained killer.
CQC, stuff like that.
Yeah,
Punisher
trained
is
killer, very suave, very, he's good. Equalizer, I loved his thing relied on his brain and being able to read a room and identify when to move, when time. So I love that. Punisher kind of just got his gun and just, sprayed.
Do you not know that he was a military tactician?
Tori, did you literally hear
was-
yourself when you explained he killed the Marvel Universe?
He
We
did.
asked how, and you just said because they said so.
No, I did
That's what
not
you-
say because
that's
they said
basically
so.
what you
I said he had resources. He used resources, guns, and like I said,
You
he's
realize how much we
he
had
is
to
a
force that answer out of
He
you?
is a tactician.
You just said he
when
had
you said
his
how did he
ways.
kill him? I'm trying to think. How did he kill each person? Like he didn't kill each person.
How
the
was it
same
actually
way.
presented in the story? Did he just already do it?
I
before
forgot. No, I forgot what happened. But he literally went up to each person, each person, and offed every last one of them.
Or what about what Nick is saying? Where it says should also mention that Bruce Lee is also
He was in Dragon Ball, but he
Dragon
was
Ball.
getting his stuff kicked in Dragon Ball. Like they made a character about he did, but he got washed in that. I mean, I'm being honest.
But again,
he was
like,
in Dragon
that's
Ball,
not
but he
Bruce
still
Lee though. That's just a character.
The character
modeled
was
after.
modeled after Bruce
You
Lee.
could say that about martial law in Tekken or Fei Long in Street Fighter, but that doesn't
but
reflect
he brought
anything.
it up, not me. I'm just
But again,
saying
that doesn't
what
reflect
happened.
anything about Bruce Lee himself or the movies
All,
that he's been
all
in.
I'm saying, if we talk about fictional feats of these characters, Bruce Lee's character in the movies that he was in is getting washed.
That's why I said it doesn't fit, because you have like
I'm just
gun
saying,
toters
that's-
and CQC
that's what I'm
and a literal
saying.
comic book character
That's what I'm saying.
versus
So,
the greatest martial artist to ever walk this planet.
going off of this list, if we going off they movie characters and all of that, Bruce Lee's character is getting washed. If you eliminate everything they did in their personal life and all of that, if you going off the feats of these movie characters, then Bruce Lee's getting washed. There's like no way around that.
David.
If they got into a free for all, Bruce Lee showing up with nunchucks, they showing up with guns. It's
Okay,
not
tell you
that
what.
hard.
How about this? Final fight scene in John Wick 1 where they just threw down the guns and just went
Yeah.
hand to hand. If you do
Come
that
on.
with Bruce Lee, he's getting cooked.
Yes.
and also Tori, just also to add to that, I mean Punisher, he has some scenes where he puts down his guns and just fights straight up too. So
Yeah.
you could have a conversation about some hand-to-hand stuff too.
That's hand to hand,
And
but
Equalizer
in
has
these situations, when you got somebody where it's a life or death, you really think they about to throw down their guns? Punisher don't give a damn.
They did it.
Punisher don't give a damn about morals. That man gonna shoot you in the face and ask questions later.
But again, for these characters, they've done it.
They've
John Wick
done-
did it.
They've done it. But if they got a choice, John Wick ain't about to walk in the room with all those gangsters and be like, I want to fight every last one of you. No, that man about to show up shooting. Equalizer. He not about to show up in a room with just his hands. He gonna shoot people, stab people, whatever he got to do to make them not be alive.
But this also isn't just about who would win in the fight. It's also like who's just doper, better.
They are. What you
who-
mean?
like-
How many Bruce Lee movies have you seen?
Who did you have for?
Who would I pick?
Yeah.
I would probably say, if there's one guy to go, and this hurts to say, and I do like the movies, but I would probably say Equalizer probably has to go.
When did you watch Equalizer?
It's in the first one.
That's
You
insane.
need to
How
see
are
2
y'all?
and
How are
3.
y'all making this list and not watching these movies? Y'all are blowing my mind up right now.
What's the chat say? Is there any consensus in the chat as far as this?
I see mostly Punisher.
Yeah, let's go ahead. Wait. Yeah, let's drop Punisher.
It's just got to drop Punisher.
Yeah, because we're not dropping Bruce Lee. That's just disrespectful.
And again, I will say, like, in retrospect, he probably shouldn't have been on that list, but still, put some respect on
it
Bruce.
made for a good debate between y'all, though, I
Yeah.
will say.
All right. This is me and Joe's top games.
All right.
Best games.
One got to go.
One gotta go.
All right, read them off first.
We got Tekken, Metroid, Def Jam Vendetta Fight for New York, and Marvel Rivals. I'm gonna be honest with you. Unbiased. Unbiased.
No, go
I
ahead.
am
Go ahead.
unbiased. I'm gonna say Metroid gotta go. I'm gonna say,
Why?
There was nothing unbiased
I don't
about
know.
that at
Not-
all.
Hold on.
There was
Slightest.
nothing.
I want to hear that. I want to hear the
Nothing.
reasoning.
I would say Metroid gotta go. Cause listen, if I gotta pick something, like if I want to pick a game and I want to have fun with a group of people, there's only one game I'm not doing that with. If I want to sit and brood, if you about to get kicked out of here, Nick. I don't even think you ever played Def Jam.
No, he probably did.
Yeah, I don't believe it. Listen, Tekken is that's home right there. Def Jam, that's home. Marvel Rivals, that's the new home. Metroid,
But isn't Metroid has great reviews? All the
it has
games-
great reviews.
His
but
argument is
it's
coming
not,
basically from the fact of which ones are multiplayer.
It's not even that. It's just like, what am I gonna do with Metroid that's going to be more entertaining than playing Tekken, Def Jam, or Marvel Rivals?
Nick says he has played Def Jam and every game under the sun. So
I don't know. I don't know.
Fired
man.
on your day off says you're being.
I want to see your record.
Fired on your day off says you're being shady right now with Metroid.
Oh, believe me.
I'm not being shady. Listen, I
But
like.
what's your issue with Metroid that you drop it?
It's just not. I mean, I can get more time out of the other games than I can get out of Metroid.
Okay.
And see, you know what?
Is
There you
that
go.
not? Is that?
This
Is that
is a
not?
One Piece thing for you.
It's not. It's not.
You
How
just
is it
don't
One
want
Piece?
things to end. That's your problem.
How many times can you play the Metroid game and get a different outcome? You can get a different outcome on every one of those games except for Metroid.
Although there is a whole thing with Metroid as far as like it rates your completion time, your item percentage, and that affects how you get certain endings in the game. Of course, there's limits to which ones you get, but Metroid isn't designed to be something that you just play over and over again unless you're just into it.
But they have Metroid 1, 2, and 3 as far as Prime. They have Metroid Dread.
They got multiple Tekken games. They got multiple Def Jam games.
Yeah.
And Marvel Rivals is getting new people added to it every month and a half. And then no match is ever the same. You can have unlimited combos of characters to play with. Def Jam Vendetta, you can create a character. You can alter the stats and all of that. Tekken, you can create a character.
Not really, but you can customize.
You can customize characters and all of that. Metroid, you get Samus, and you know you're gonna unlock these attachments and weapons and stuff like that. You know who you're gonna fight. I mean, you know what's gonna happen. If I beat the game once, then I know how to prepare myself for this boss that I gotta fight again. You already know what you're gonna get when you play Metroid.
I'm gonna go to the chat real quick.
Buster Cannon, we got to have a talk. Says, much respect, Joe, but yeah, Metroid has to go. If I wanted to play a game like that, I just play Mega Man X. Now, Mega Man X, fantastic game in its own right, but at the same time, you still can't deny. Here's another reason why, and again, it's different because Metroid single-player game, Metroidvania, these other ones are like, multiplayer based, playing against
But
other
Def Jam
people.
has single player.
No, that's
There's a whole story mode.
But there's still like single. There's still a multiplayer in it. But that's beside the point. When it becomes to like actual impact, Mega Man, great game. Metroid helped kickstart an entire genre within gaming itself. Got to give one more credit than the other.
Oh, like Metroidvania, you mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But again, when it comes to like Metroid, at that point you're talking about what type of experience you're going for. Obviously, I'll play something like Tekken on the regular more than I will Metroid, but Metroid is still my favorite video game franchise. I don't need to play it every day. I need to play it enough, and then it still sits with me.
I have a question. So it sounds like this conversation is really more about franchises, honestly, because we have this Tekken franchise. I know we have Fight for New York on there, but Def Jam does have multiple games. We're saying Metroid. We didn't choose a Metroid game. So if we're judging by franchises here, then we might have to drop Def Jam for one reason, Tori.
Go for it.
Listen, the first one, Def Jam Vendetta, is fire. Def Jam Fight for New York is heat. But Def Jam Icon
Different company.
It was garbage, though.
It was horrible, but it was a different company.
It was still a sequel, though.
And then
that's like a different
I
director.
don't know. They didn't.
It was garbage.
And then if you want to talk
I
about,
don't even think it was considered the same
Def Jam Icon?
because it focused around
Rappers.
being rappers and being managing your music industry.
Yeah, that's
stuff.
what, they took a bad direction.
and then if you want to talk about like franchise staying power, this is why, on a personal level, I would get rid of Marvel Rivals because I'm fucking done with that game. But I would get rid of Def Jam just for the fact that it's just not really relevant.
I don't know. People are still begging for another one.
I'm with Tori. I do
People
want
are.
to
thing
People
too is
have.
like,
If you hop on Def, people are still asking about it. People will talk about it. You bring up Def Jam, and a group of people be like, everybody's talking about it.
But everybody's talking like, oh yeah, I used to play Def Jam. It'd be nice if they made another one. But then when you talk about a game like Metroid, Metroid has like console-defining games in the sense that you play an NES, there's a Metroid game that's on that console. You have Super Metroid, you have...
Wait, Nick says, Joe is high for that take.
No, what I'm saying is, like I said, again, like when you think about what impact Def Jam's left on the gaming scene, it had its heyday in what that PS2 era, stuff like that. And people talk about it fondly, but it's still not doing anything.
I'm gonna say a different take than both y'all got. Personally, I'm gonna drop Marvel Rivals.
Okay.
And I have a reason why.
Go ahead.
Marvel Rivals is cool right now, but Marvel Rivals to me kind of feels like these trendy games that just begin to get. Hold on, wait, real quick.
All right, I'll let you say because I got something to shut
And
that down.
and I want you to. Okay, but it feels like, right? For example, there was one point where Fortnite was the game, and then before that it was Apex, then it was PUBG,
Yeah.
and at one point it was Warzone. It feels like there's always a trendy shooter game, usually a team shooter game that kind of takes over, but it
One
usually
replaces the other.
Yeah, they usually only last. That audience of people goes from Overwatch to Apex to Warzone to this. So I'm just saying, to me, I feel like it does. Okay, no, Nick says, okay, now David is high.
Okay,
No,
so
finish
let
what
me
you're
tell
saying.
you why.
Hold on,
I'm just
wait,
saying
finish-
it just feels like it's more trendy. These games like Overwatch was the game for a
Yeah.
while, and now it's Marvel Rivals. Before
you-
that, it was Apex.
But do you want me to tell you? Okay, let me tell you about Marvel Rivals.
Hit me.
Marvel Rivals, the numbers that Marvel Rivals put up
Right now.
it took Overwatch 2 games to reach those numbers, and Marvel Rivals hasn't even been out that long. And now Overwatch, they just announced they're going to be doing a whole bunch. They said, "Oh, we're about to make it third person. Oh, we're about to make it where you can cancel out characters when you get to a certain level." Everything that Overwatch is trying to do, Marvel Rivals opened up the doors doing. When it comes to picking characters, they had left it open where you don't have to be locked in on characters. And now people were begging Overwatch to do some of these things. They didn't do it. They ignored their people. Everything that Marvel Rivals has done, they have done it for the people. When people complain and all that, just like a few days ago, Marvel Rivals said they're going to do like a mid-season rank reset. And everybody complained about it. It took them one day. Marvel Rivals said, "You know what? We're gonna cancel that, and we're gonna think about it, and we're gonna do something else. We're not gonna do that." Like Marvel Rivals is very receptive of their of their audience, and they will work on whatever needs to be done. They keep it open where people can still have fun. Like everything Overwatch is doing right now, they're trying to mimic Marvel Rivals so they can try to get their people back because everybody left Overwatch to jump on Rivals.
And Nick is saying Rivals is getting a new hero every month.
Yeah.
And he also says it's killed Overwatch. So and also says it has not dipped once since its launch as far as
Now, I do have
players.
a point I want to make.
That's
So,
fair.
going down the list of all 4 of these games, you have, let's start with Marvel Rivals. Like I said, it's the current trend. It is like the current Overwatch. But of course, I feel like it's bound to be replaced by something. Now, something like Tekken, it's a legacy fighting game, especially one in this modern era where it's got seasons and DLC and stuff like that. Huh?
That's your charger?
Okay. But yeah, it's got seasons, DLC. Obviously, it has a limit to its lifespan because it's going to be replaced. Tekken 8 is going to be replaced by Tekken 9, but that's just how you consume it. You have Metroid, which is like a legacy game. It's like you wait for the next Nintendo console and be like, okay, what is Metroid going to do next? What is going to be the Metroid game for the Switch 2? You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then you have Def Jam, which is a nostalgia game. It's a game that people remember fondly, but that's it. So unless they release that new one, and even if they do release that new one, it's just going to be like Shenmue 3. It's like, hey, did this one help you recapture your childhood? Not really. Well, oh well. At least you got another one. So for that reason, Def Jam got to go.
I wouldn't do that.
Okay.
Do we have any disagreements from the peanut gallery? Anybody?
Yeah,
I'm okay with letting Def Jam go.
that's crazy.
It is.
If it come out, if a new one come out, you better not touch it.
Oh my God.
I am.
All right, we got the classics.
All right. let's
Classic
get it.
what? Oh.
Okay, got some classic anime here. All right, this one's tough for me.
You know what?
Read them off first. We got
We got
read them off.
we got Yu Yu Hakusho, or Hockey Shoes, whichever you prefer to pronounce it. We got Trigun, Cowboy Bebop, and Rurouni Kenshin.
I don't even know if I have an answer for this.
I have an answer for it.
The chat looks stumped.
Yeah.
I'm going.
Oh man.
I'm gonna go with Rurouni Kenshin.
Why?
It's just because, like, even right now, Cowboy Bebop is relevant, Trigun is relevant, and Yu Yu Hakusho is relevant.
I mean, they're all classics.
Well,
They're all
right?
classics.
You're actually
They're all
incorrect though,
classics.
because Rurouni Kenshin actually got a recent remake remaster.
Like a reboot, yeah.
Before.
No, this is right now. So you said it's not relevant, but they have a active remake right now
Yeah.
from Ronnie
I
King.
mean, even,
Anime or live
Anime,
action?
yeah.
And even what's Cowboy Bebop doing except for the very terrible and live action one that they did?
Okay, hold on real quick.
Dude from Zelda wants to know, are we doing anime or just
We're doing
characters?
anime, right? Anime. Yes, we're doing anime. And let's see here. So, dude from Zelda says Vash. So he's going for Trigun. Let's see.
Friday on your day off says Cowboy Bebop.
Dang. And then Pinboy says Roni Kenshin can go.
Fader Jack says both of them.
Okay, let me break it down. Okay, let's see. Because we got Yu Yu Hakusho, great fighting anime. It's arguably like Dragon Ball Z, but better in some aspects. Mastered the four-person squad dynamic, undeniable. A great tournament arc, two of them. One was better than the other. But then the arc that came after that first one was dope, in my opinion. Trigun, a show that doesn't overstay its welcome, is pretty concise and to its point. I like that. I think the second half is stronger than the first half, but that second half was incredibly strong. Cowboy Bebop, I don't have as deep of an attachment to, but I did watch it like back in the day. But obviously very iconic. You can't really get rid of it. Rurouni Kenshin, I would almost personally give it over Cowboy Bebop, but that's just me. I'm more into like the samurai stuff, and I love the technicalities of the Hiten Mitsurugi style and all these techniques, but I don't know.
I'm gonna say Nick, I think you need to put down the weeds, okay?
Fading Jack is right.
Saying Trigun gotta go is just
Well, hold on. Okay, I'll say this. As somebody who, I've not finished all of these, but I do say from my perspective, it does feel like out of the four that Trigun might have the lesser impact than the other three.
True.
Like, and that's why I'm gonna say if we're gonna vote one off, Trigun might be the one. The other ones just have so much impact on anime. It's like, I mean, Cowboy Bebop is just, I mean, that's known as just gold standard, classic, et cetera, et cetera. And I feel the same thing about the other two. But Trigun is almost there, but doesn't have the impact as the other three. So I might vote Trigun, but I don't know. Asia, are you familiar with any of these?
I don't like a lot of like fighting anime style ones.
Okay.
I did see the first episode of live action of Cowboy Bebop, and I like that.
Interesting. You probably like Cowboy Bebop, maybe. Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
So what are we voting off? I mean, this is tough.
I don't even know if I have a vote.
Nick says David gets it. So, I mean, we got chat. Maybe Trigun is the one who got to go. I don't know.
Maybe. I mean, again, this is literally like the Cartoon Network one for me, where it's like, obviously they're all incredible shows.
Yeah.
Gun to your head. I don't know.
Trigun.
Yeah, we'll say Trigun. Still a dope show. I like it's only 50 episodes.
we have
New Gen? What was
do
it?
it.
New Gen Anime.
Oh, yeah, New Gen Anime. Okay.
All right.
So we have...
Read them off first.
Yeah, so we have Demon Slayer, Attack on Titan,
Yep.
One Punch Man, and My Hero.
Oof. Don't do it.
Just from this list,
My
I would probably say One Punch Man.
my unbiased, I thought about it. I thought long and hard on this one,
Attack on Titan.
Did you?
and
Really?
I feel like Attack on Titan can go.
Why?
Tori, you just be talking.
It's just
Why? 'Cause I have reasons for mine. I want to hear yours. What's your reasoning?
it's
Some bull-
the storyline just could not hold.
What about the impact?
Are we talking about impact?
Everything.
Or
It's
what's-
everything. It's one got to go. It is everything across
Dave,
the board.
not to make your job even more complicated.
Okay, so right now,
as-
impact.
you
right
need to
now.
make a Tory hater
I
compilation,
did,
bro.
I did.
I feel like the impact of all of them are pretty high, except for some. But
Okay.
you see a lot every year. You see a lot of people dressed up as demon slayers. You see a lot of One Punch Man out there.
Okay.
Do you?
You see a lot of My Hero Academia. You don't see too many Titans walking.
I feel like at a convention,
Titans
you
are
see like
kind
maybe
of-
one or
that's
two.
kind of a harder
One
cosplay.
Punch
you don't see too many Titans or
All right.
soldiers walking around.
Hold on. All right. Can I chime in here? So,
Really? Sorry.
Hey, no, you go ahead. Go ahead.
Sorry,
Please,
just
please.
really quick. You say you don't see a lot of impact on Attack on Titan. Not even when Megan Thee Stallion said in her song, "I'm the female Titan. I'm stepping on bitches." Is that not an impact? Because we actually have a rapper speaking about anime in rap music now.
That's crazy because she
Where
also
is One Piece in a rap song?
Yes.
Who raps about it?
Everybody.
Yayo.
There's been a lot of One
just
Piece
lying now.
rappers. First of all, One Piece isn't even on the list. Why are you bringing up One Piece?
So here, I'm gonna go back to the list. Okay, real quick, as far as the chat though.
Why are you always bringing up One Piece?
I don't know what you're talking
No,
about.
because when I do it, he says something, but when
Pimp Boy says Demon Slayer gotta go. Fading Jack says One Punch Man gotta go. Buster Cannon says Attack on Titan gotta go.
I can agree.
Fading Jack says Titans are flesh Gundams. That's
No,
true.
get in the damn robot.
Yeah, that's true.
Shut up,
but
that makes no sense.
okay, out of this list here, I'm personally gonna say One Punch Man, and here's why. And why One Punch Man has to go.
Go for it.
Because One Punch Man, if we're all being honest, the season that everybody cares about is the first one. Nobody really, remember they switched studios and the animation wasn't as good. Nobody really talked about it after that first season. Like when episodes came out in the weekly, it really kind of fell off. It kind of became a C-tier anime. Versus Attack on Titan maintained its impact throughout the entire time it was out and stuff. So I'm gonna say that.
Oh, yeah. See, Dave is saying you're really high right now.
What? No, One Punch Man season 1, everybody knows that one is the much better season than the other ones. Everybody knows that. Like, honestly, like when people pull up the clips and stuff and the different fight scenes, people remember season 1 way more than the other seasons.
Okay, now Fired on Your Day Off has got a really, really good take here. One Piece is good, but not all that, you know?
Hold on, wait, real quick. Go to mine where it says, Buster Cannon says, season 2 of One Punch Man was trash, which confirms what I was just saying.
Wasn't the last season of Attack on Titan trash?
Not the last season, no. I can see
Or
the
was
whole
that season 3? Which one was it?
I don't know if any
You
season.
just looking for
I don't know if
anything,
any
bro.
season.
No, I'm just saying. And listen, One Piece is amazing. There's a reason why.
One Piece.
Here we go.
One Piece, yeah, because he said One Piece. Is
Oh, okay.
not
Bro,
all
can you
that.
put the Bible down, please?
I'm not holding anything.
You definitely reading the scriptures.
They
right
brought up One Piece, not me.
But you don't think that One Punch Man, like the season 1 is the really iconic one that people remember and talk about. After that, I don't even know what season they're on. People don't even talk about One Punch Man
Is it
anymore.
even still going?
Yeah.
I mean, it is so good. But hey, no, hold on. But Joe's question has proved my point. Joe, who is a part of Traps and Anime, is asking, is One Punch Man even still going? Why? Because it's not super relevant as an active show.
I don't hear much about it.
But he doesn't watch One Piece or My Hero
Okay.
Academia.
All right.
But I know they're still going.
All right.
Oh,
That's because Dave talks about it.
Because, hey, ain't nobody talking about One Punch Man.
yeah. I think for me personally, I would say One Punch Man can stay. My Hero can go. I haven't seen One Punch Man, but if
Oh, well, you're voting for My Hero Can Go.
yeah, My Hero can go.
Why?
Deku turned me off like the first episode. He was just I can't take the crybaby characters. I can't.
And this Buster Cannon
I was
says...
gonna say, wait till you see. Oh, have you finished with Attack on Titan?
She has it.
I have, yeah.
Say, because that Karen Yeager was crying his eyes out. That one and then.
Yeah, but hold on. But it's nothing compared to Deku crying.
Thank
I mean,
you.
but Deku.
No, listen.
Deku was crying for a reason. Aaron, what was he crying about?
Hold on.
I don't have a quirk. yeah, that's a reason to cry.
If I die, I don't want you to live with anybody. I don't want you to move on at all. I don't want you to have anybody if I die. Like,
But from the
come on,
beginning, but
man.
Deku was crying because he didn't have powers. Versus
He was
like
emotional. He was like the biggest.
Bitch.
He was the biggest
Baby.
hero
yes, but Aaron actually went through a traumatic childhood.
that he put himself through. He put himself through that. That man. Oh my goodness.
Okay, I'm not even getting into the story. I'm getting into impact.
Thank you.
I feel like out of this list, One Punch Man season 1. Somebody even said something about One Punch Man should have been just one season. No, Fire Day Off says One Punch Man season 1 is good, but it kind of fell off. That's what I've been saying. I'm speaking facts, bro.
Even for a show like, say, My Hero.
Even
as
me.
As you've stated,
Yeah.
there's some seasons where it kind of dipped, but then it bounced back up a little.
Oh,
yeah,
damn,
and One
wait a
Punch Man
minute.
does not bounce up.
And even me as a casual anime fan, I hear nothing about One Punch Man anymore. I think I heard something about it years ago.
Yes.
But not as of lately.
When season 1 came out, you heard about
yeah,
it.
I remember hearing about it
And
then.
listen,
I do hear more about Demon Slayer. I'm reading Demon Slayer manga right now. Attack on Titan, just GOAT. And then My Hero, I just know about that from being here.
Pimp Boy says you spoiling hard right now, by the way, Tori. You really is.
I thought it was over.
It is.
Like 2 years ago.
Dex says that Deku is a whiny little, and then I think we got block words. I assume he's like a whiny little bitch. I assume.
I
And we
don't
got,
disagree.
The dude from Zelda, I gotta say One Punch Man. I feel like the gag of Saitama being OP gets pretty old pretty fast.
But here's the thing, that is with any anime that has a main character. You know,
But you won't give that grace to Superman. But okay, anyway.
I know.
Continue.
you got a comic
Joe.
book and anime, like literally, like Superman isn't the main character.
Tor, in your opinion, what's more impactful, One Punch Man or Attack on Titan?
One Punch Man.
You're lying.
One
He
Punch
is.
Man.
You're lying.
I would
One
choose
punch.
One
Derek was
Punch
here the
Man.
other day, and he even said,
Who would win in a fight?
I didn't ask that. I said,
Aaron or Saitama?
I'm not asking that. I said which anime is more impactful. Attack on Titan actually has like rides in Japan.
Because the whole theme park.
Has an entire museum and theme parks. Ain't no One Punch Man theme parks.
The fact that you bringing up theme parks is crazy because One Piece has all of that,
I-
and y'all still shit on it.
Hold on,
my
that's Joe.
God.
I don't say nothing negative about One Piece except it's too long for
Who's
me.
talking about One Piece? Like, what?
Exactly, that too.
Because y'all bringing up rides and all these accolades that Attack on Titan has.
What does One
when
Punch Man have?
They got stuff.
Name it.
No, the consensus
They
is
got
in.
stuff.
Thank
both
you.
of
The
the
chat's already
mentality.
spoken too.
You know what?
Bruh.
Everybody that said One Punch Man, we're gonna give you a 30-minute ban.
No, we not.
Give me the mouth.
We'll be back. We'll be back after this 5-minute commercial break.
This is crazy. All right, we got a few more, y'all.
All right. Next is Toonami.
All right, let's get it.
Listen.
Read them off first, please.
We got Naruto.
like that
We
one.
got Luffy.
One Piece.
One Piece. We got and Dragon Ball Z, and then we got Death Note.
Oh, I've waited for this one.
Listen, I'm gonna be 100%
We will be
honest.
removing One Piece. Go ahead. Here, is this the mouth?
First
Let me
of all-
just go ahead.
first of all,
how you kick it off? Let's go ahead and move this bad boy.
No. Listen,
We need to get rid
first
of
of all,
some
the
bull.
way it's set up, can y'all see the mouse cursor? We got the big three here. I don't know what this is right here. So Death Note's gotta go. You know
You know what? I should have known you
Death
would have
Note.
let Death Note
Look-
go.
look at this.
You don't
Look,
like
Death Note.
anything of substance, Tori.
Substance?
Yeah, I
Oh,
see
you
why
talking
you let that
about-
go.
wait a minute, whoa, whoa,
yeah,
whoa,
I
whoa,
understand
whoa,
why.
didn't
I understand why you would drop. I understand why you would drop Light Yagami.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, because
Wait a
his
minute, wait a minute,
his
wait,
story
didn't
arc ends in a reasonable amount of
Didn't
time.
weren't you the same
You needed
person?
1,000 episodes of Death Note,
Weren't
didn't
you the same person that said, I don't like violence? You got this mass murder that you worshiping right now.
How am I worshiping? I'm
You
just saying.
said- you
I
trying
said
to
it's
get-
no surprise
if you
that
don't
you want
like-
to drop Death Note because
I said it because you don't like violence. I'm looking out for you in your soft girl era. Yeah, you don't like violence. I don't want you to have to go through that. This man is a killer.
I've already watched Death Note because you know why? It has a reasonable amount of episodes to get through to understand what's actually taking place.
Understand a killer. You want to get in the mind of this killer? That man don't need no reason. He just like killing.
All right, real quick. Can I go to the chat? Fading Jack says, Tori, do you have any One Piece kush?
I
do. Actually, I got a.
All right, you're gonna dig through his pockets and then get nothing but dust.
Dude from Zelda says, Death Note
like
doesn't belong in the same class as the other three legendary
you.
anime,
Thank
in
you.
You know
that
what?
opinion.
That's where the conversation should begin. But go ahead, sorry.
Okay, I would disagree. Death Note is just as legendary in my opinion, but I'll keep moving.
I
All
have
right,
something.
Pimp Boy says, we talking impactful and Death Note wasn't impactful compared to the other three. I think he's asking. And then Fire Nerd Day Off says, One Piece can go. I'm sorry, great story, but world building and too damn long.
It has great world building. So the fact,
People have
so
spoken.
you gave it
Here
two
comes the
compliments, and then you just say it's too long. So you compliment it, but the reason why you don't like it is because it's too long. That's insane. That's insane because you know what other show people love and other manga people love? Case Closed. Case Closed was running long, had more episodes and stuff that more than One Piece, and it's still around, but nobody talks about that. One Piece,
Why don't they talk about it?
because they love it and they choose to hate on One Piece.
Wait, what? What?
People,
I'm gonna
what I'm
be
saying is people say
that
One Piece is too long, but
I-
Case Closed has more than One Piece.
I would love to be Tori for a day, just to ignore.
So you can see the
all,
truth.
Yeah, just to
so
be.
I can unveil.
Just
You can
to
unveil.
ignore
live in his own
quality and just be talking. I would like to do that.
So we
for
heard
a
from
day.
Asia, and so Asia, you vote to take One Piece, and you vote for Death Note. Joe, can we let Joe?
Because no wonder Tori's gonna vote for the thing that I like. But go off. Go ahead, Joe.
You like Death Note?
Joe, which one were you picking?
Joe, what do
Hate
you
my
pick?
choice.
What is it?
I will throw away Naruto solely for the fact that there are fight scenes that they rip their choreography off from other stuff.
I've seen
and
it.
they've done it multiple times. I'm gonna give it.
Oh.
I'm gonna. I got to hit him with the Samuel L. Jackson. That's a cheat code. You use the cultural cheat code. Scorekeeper, deduct 1 life.
So I'm gonna.
Naruto?
May I chime in here with my vote? I'm gonna go with Joe and say Naruto.
Oh!
And here's why.
I can't trust none of y'all.
Here's why.
See
Here's
what
why.
happens? See what happens?
Oh, all of y'all are.
Well, we got more people saying get rid of Death Note, so
Is that what they? Hold on. Count. We need to count those votes. Count them.
we got Death Note all down the list.
Hold on. No. I don't see that.
No, I see Nick saying Naruto.
Death Note out. Let me see. Let's go scroll up a little bit.
Okay.
Death Note. Another Death Note. Was that 3, 4? Death Note.
I'm honestly surprised nobody said Dragon Ball Z.
No, because I know why y'all didn't say Dragon Ball Z, because this is a more, let's be honest. This is a very masculine heavy stream, and y'all know y'all love to see these dudes fight for no reason. You know in Dragon Ball Z they was fighting for no damn reason.
Should have put Sailor Moon on the list then instead of Death Note.
Oh, you will not disrespect Sailor Moon.
Oh.
Not while I'm up
That'd
in
be a good
here.
one. Okay.
Nah.
All right. So,
All right.
Wait.
No,
Hold on.
so
Wait.
the reason why Dragon Ball ain't going nowhere is because y'all just like to see fights for no reason, okay? I like anime where they're fighting for a reason.
Fading Jack says that.
I got a question.
Fading Jack says Naruto can go.
Why do y'all hate Naruto?
Hold on, I haven't given my reason. Can you put it
sorry,
back,
babe.
put it back up for a second?
Put it back
we
up,
talking
Tori.
about impactful though. How was Death Note impactful? Y'all brought out cultural and all that other bullshit when you talking about Attack on Titan. What impactful thing did Death Note do for the culture?
I can name
those
you.
3 shows have been in parades. Everybody references those in movies, shows, and everything. One Piece was in NFL, Olympics, NBA. Same thing with Dragon Ball Z. Naruto has done the same thing.
Yes.
What is Death Note? Where's Death Note been?
I would say Death Note has an overall better quality than Naruto for sure.
that is-
But Naruto might be more popular, but quality, Death Note
Storyline better than
of what? No, storyline of Naruto. Okay, first of all, I never said my reason.
Before you tell that lie, think about it.
I want to say real quick.
Before you tell that lie.
Okay, tell me what was so good about the Death Note storyline.
First of all, wait. The concept alone is unique.
Tori,
Kind of storyline. You got a killer that's just out here killing people for fun.
It's compelling.
It's more compelling than niggas on a pirate
hold
ship
on.
looking for shit that isn't real.
Let me go back to
Raw.
Naruto real quick, Tori. Naruto's pacing.
they're not ready for that conversation.
Not
now.
ready for that.
Naruto's pacing is garbage. We got to be honest. Y'all watched Naruto as kids when you didn't know any better. Watch it right now, this second, as an adult, or if somebody as a brand new adult, as an adult right now watched it, the pacing is terrible.
Nah,
Just
they
like
fights
one-
be
and
2
just like
episodes
One Piece,
long.
You need to learn which episodes are filler so you can skip them.
Even the filler episodes have more context and
Save your sermon for Sunday,
and all of
Tori.
that than Death Note.
All right, I'm going to the chat real quick. So Fading Jack says even toddler cartoons reference DBZ. All right, Pinboy agrees. 500 Day Off says Death Note and Attack on Titan are impactful because it can be appreciated by a wider audience. And then Dude from Zelda says the second half of Death Note brought the show down a lot and it was hard to get through, but the ending was great.
And I think here, at the end of the day, all 4 shows are impactful and iconic in their own right, but none of them are really perfect for varying reasons.
Yeah.
All right,
Like,
so
yeah.
Death
Except
Note,
Death Note.
Death Note is the one we were getting rid of.
I cannot believe
It
that,
hurts, but all right.
do what y'all do.
About
All
Death
right.
Note. Next we
This
have
is our last one, right?
yeah,
Okay.
our anime from our youth.
Oh.
All right, so we got. Okay.
Okay. I'm scared about
got-
that.
we
Read
got-
them off first. Go ahead.
We got Yu-Gi-Oh, Beyblade, Pokemon, and Digimon. Listen, I didn't take me long to come up with an answer for this one. I'm gonna say
shit.
Beyblade gotta go.
No.
I'm not letting nothing rip around here. Like I take Yu-Gi-Oh all day. Pokemon, hell yeah. Digimon all day long.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not out here ripping nothing.
Okay.
Beyblade can go.
Here's my reason on why. I'm gonna say Digimon, and here's why. Yu-Gi-Oh, even outside of the show, had a very successful card game, still going to this day. Pokemon has successful card game, video games, et cetera, et cetera. Beyblades are still sold to this day, and I remember there was a 3 year span where people were setting up bowls and ripping Beyblades and stuff. Digimon to my knowledge, has never had a crazy successful like spin-off media. Like, do people really play a Digimon card game? Do people really play Digimon, like, I mean, even Digimon video games? What's the Digimon popular video game that's competing against Pokemon? It doesn't exist.
Digimon-
That's not really
Digimon
fair,
is
though,
way
because
better.
Pokemon is literally an entity in and of itself at this
But
point.
Digimon has games, but they don't compete with Pokemon.
But again, you're asking, you need a better comparison. Like Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh, they make the cut.
Digimon is huge.
Well, no question.
Which ones make the cut?
Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh, they make the cut, no question.
Yeah.
It's really between Beyblade and Digimon.
Asia, which one you getting rid of?
Hold on, I need to fact check something real quick before I say
Joe,
it.
which one you getting rid of?
Yep, I know why.
I mean, on a personal level, my answer would probably be Beyblade, but on a cultural impact level, I would probably say Digimon.
I'm saying Beyblades because I had to double check and make sure before I said this. Beyblades because my students used to pull them out in class and I had a whole desk confiscated of them. I hate them little toys. I hate them toys.
So what
I hate them toys.
They're still
I was
sold.
in the middle of teaching and I on the desk.
90
Nah, get that here.
Dave, 97% of the chat is saying Beyblade, so I'm
Yeah.
sorry to tell you,
Hey,
man.
all right.
I mean,
I'll take
real
the L.
talk, Beyblade it feels like the same thing that the same 12 people are always trying to bring back. But I never really feel like it makes it there, you know?
Dang.
That's just what I see.
Well,
I could,
See
I
you
could be
fading,
wrong.
Jack.
that was quick.
Yep. Had to go.
All right, y'all. Dang.
I had Digimon cards. I watched Digimon more than I was watching Pokemon.
Digimon.
Beyblade
Eddie
is
Jack
off.
said, "Preach, Asia."
Yep.
That was personal for you, I
right.
could tell.
Oh.
Well, that concludes.
Whew.
That is our list of
That
one gotta go.
concludes our one gotta go.
Chat, let us know. Did you guys enjoy the one gotta go? Because we have other ones we couldn't fit here, but let us know if you guys want us to do these again.
And again, we could literally make an entire stream off of dope-ass Cartoon Network shows because there's too many to count.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
there's other anime, there's other games we didn't get to, other shows.
Movies, all kinds.
Other movies like Asia. I'm sorry we left off Harry Potter. My bad off that. I know you wanted Voldemort. We can have Harry Potter versus some of the
Glad
other
you
ones.
reminder, bro. You almost made it.
No, I'm just saying it was an accident. But Harry Potter versus like Lord of the Rings and stuff like that.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah, dude from Zelda says, yeah, this was cool. Y'all should do it again.
All
Okay.
right.
Thank you so
right.
much.
Okay.
But for real, thank you everybody for popping
Thanks
in.
for tuning in, guys.
Hope you've enjoyed the show. And hey, we'll be back next week.
Yes, we will.